might hear our little interaction at first, but it's all gonna be cool. Gotta wait for it to kind of start on my side. All right, we gotta wait for it to start on my side. Start. It probably started. Okay, we can. It's live. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I just need to get this ready. Okay.
What
the fuck?
Oh my god. Wait, who are you? Where am I? What just happened?
Oh,
my goodness.
Like you fell through one of those Sonic rings again. Welcome
Yeah.
to my world. Welcome to the Archie universe. Blah blah blah. I'm King Shadow. Nice to meet you. You must be the Knuckles the Echidna from the, I think it's called the Simp universe or something like that. I'm not too sure. I heard a lot about you though.
Yeah. Number one, I'm sorry that you're in the Archie universe. Oh god, I can't stand
Wait.
guys from the Archie universe.
Wait.
Oh, give me a panic attack.
Are you okay? Do you need some water?
No, I got my inhaler. I'm fine.
Inhaler?
I'm okay.
Oh.
Hey, buddy, what's up? How you doing?
No,
you said you're a king?
Guys, I think he's high right now.
I'm not high. I'm not high.
No. I think that inhaler is not an inhaler. I think that's a vape. It's a vape, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, I call it an inhaler. Too many people watching.
Knuckles. You know, this is why Simp Shadow was talking all that crap about you. Yep.
What was he saying about me?
No, don't worry about it. No,
I am gonna worry about it.
I'll tell you later. Promise. Now all we gotta do is let our voice actors take over. You know, it's their little moment.
Ganvious sucks.
Mini Joel sucks too. Yeah, we could. That's one thing we can understand on.
Yeah,
finally.
Finally. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. All right,
Ganvious, we gotta do something. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Chaos Podcast number 3, KnuxCoin time. And today we have the second collab of the century, the man, the myth, the legend, the king of chaos, Ganvious, aka the one you guys used to know him as Knuckles the Echidna, or Julz' Knuckles VA. This is Ganvious, everybody, and say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? It feels good to be here. I'm very excited for this. So thank you for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. We have a lot of questions to do. So what we're going to do is we'll kind of we'll be in the middle between rush and take time with the questions as well. So if we have to rush some questions to kind of get to the real topics, because I think the real topics may or may not take up most of the podcast, but it really depends on, you know, it really just depends on how fast we get through the questions, and we won't rush it like super fast. So we got everybody in the chat saying hello to you. People are calling you
chat.
Ganon.
Yeah, that's my first name, Ganon.
Okay. I was like, I remember that name from somewhere, but I was like, oh, okay. But hello, everybody. For people that know Ganvious or Ganon, my name is Mini Julz. I am the
miniature version of Julz.
Yes, to put it in that way. I was stuck. Yeah, I am the official, confirmed by Julz himself, the miniature version of Julz. You know,
that's awesome.
You know, got the seal of approval by him himself, and the Void says, "Is this live?" Yes, it is live.
The Void.
I've answered your question, so it's live. Okay. How about we get started with some intro questions to kind of get to know you a little bit. Tell us about yourself. Wait. Hold on. Before we get to that, Sonic Speed Network says, when are we getting the return of Gay Cools?
Never. He's never coming back.
He's never coming back. Not pre-recorded? No, it's not pre-recorded.
Nope.
We wouldn't be saying what you're saying in the chat.
I even advertised the stream of being live. Like I said, live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. That's the first thing you read.
Exactly. You must read. You must. This is the one thing that I've been saying. It's become a meme lately. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, it's this little funny thing that I've been saying. So here's how it goes. I start to get into this little bit of Japanese, kind of a little bit of thing, a little bit of Indian, maybe a little bit, and then I start going like this. I start to go. You must be calm like the water, crazy like the fire, strong like the earth, and smooth like the wind.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. That is that I use that when someone's going crazy and they don't know, and I'm like, you need to just chill out, my guy. You must be calm, crazy, strong, and smooth, like the elements of the elements. Yes. Okay. Let's get
So
into
like the Avatar.
Yes, the Avatar.
Last Airbender. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Master of all 4 elements.
Intro questions. Starting with number 1. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Nope, absolutely not. That's under wraps. Next question.
Oh, dang. We got it in the podcast, chat.
Yep, thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Hope you guys enjoy this very long podcast episode.
Yeah, this very long podcast of like, 6 minutes. God, it felt like 6 years.
But yes, I can tell you a little bit about myself and what I do. So, my name is Ganvious, or that's my channel name and all my social media, Ganvious. But you can call me Ganon. It's up to you. And a lot of people would remember Ganon because Ganon from Zelda. But that's not like my parents didn't name me Ganon after Ganondorf from Zelda. They just thought the name was cool, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I became a Zelda fan late, but I really think it's cool that I share the same name as the villain of the Zelda series. Anyways, I'm going off track. So basically what I do is I like to do a lot of gaming content. I just freaking love video games, man. Like the stories they tell and how fun they are and the experiences that they give you. And I also love doing voice acting work. I've always wanted to become a voice actor and an actor as well in like the film industry. That's always been a passion of mine. But yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to take any voice acting opportunities I can get. I would audition for acting roles. I have an agent who does send me stuff for acting, and I've just overall really enjoyed YouTube my whole life. I started content creation back in 2012, so I've been at this for a long time, but I've always just enjoyed making or just recording myself playing video games, because I feel like video games are the most fun right now, due to all the different experiences you can get. And that's just something I want to stick with for a while. But at some point, I do want to evolve that into like original projects and do all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's that's really about it. I also do love certain sports. I love golf. I've been playing golf my whole life, and I love to go fishing too. Fishing's a lot of fun. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's practically it. So I know that's a lot for everyone to digest here, but yeah, I'm just very passionate about all this stuff. So
yeah, and you know what? That's cool, man. To be passionate about, the things that you love, and I've really never talked with somebody that loves golf a lot and has.
I know it's a trend now to say like, oh, you play golf, oh, that sucks, or golf is boring or whatever. You can make a lot of money if you become a professional golfer. Like a lot of money.
That's a fact, chat.
Yeah, and you don't break any bones or anything unless you don't know how to swing a club. But yeah, it's a nice, relaxing, safe sport.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you can make quite a bit of money from it.
The only way you would hurt yourself, like he said, if you don't know how to swing a golf club. This is my interpretation of how it would go. You would take You take the bat in golf, you know, the golf club itself, and then you would, you know, stretch your back, and then you would kind of swing and go, oh fuck, shit, damn it, my back. Somebody call an ambulance and be like, dude, are you okay? How the fuck how does that even happen? Oh, let's just say, swung a little too hard. Oh shit, my back. I think I got arthritis.
Actually have to be careful. You actually do have to be careful when you're swinging, when you do like a full follow through, swinging a golf club. Because there's been times where I've hurt my back, not to the point where I can't walk or anything, or I need ambulance, but like I kind of feel it, like my lower back. I'm like, dang, kind of went too hard there.
Yeah, you gotta be, as I said, you gotta be calm like the water and smooth like the wind. You gotta do it. That's just the way of life. And what's the name right here? Pika Pitbull says Ganon loves hitting balls. See, my chat is crazy. Like, how do I get these types of people?
I don't know. They watch my content, so they probably saw me promoting it.
Sonic Speed Network says, hey Mini Jules, can you ask Ganon how that chocolate frog is treating him?
Yes, the chocolate frog. It's funny how Speed hasn't let that go. So basically, to keep this brief, so basically what happened is last October we went to Universal, like in person, Speed and I and a few others, and we went to the Harry Potter World area, and then I got we went to the candy shop, and then they had like all these chocolate frogs, and I was thinking I was getting a chocolate frog inside this ceramic, it was called a premium chocolate frog. I'm like, okay, you got all the little chocolate frogs inside a piece of cardboard, but this one's in ceramic. This one must be the better quality chocolate frog. So I forgot how much I paid for it, but I think it was like over $30 I paid for it. So I'm like, this is gonna be the best chocolate I've ever had. So I bought it, and then I sat down, I opened up the ceramic. There was no chocolate frog inside. The ceramic is for you to put a chocolate frog inside. And yeah, no, I was pretty angry and pretty upset that day that I just had ceramic, but not a chocolate frog. So I spent $30 on ceramic.
Oh my
God. Yeah, that's the chocolate frog, the infamous chocolate frog situation. So
he says, I tried telling you, you didn't want to listen.
Yeah, he did try telling me, and I'm like, no, because and then I said some BS, and I can't remember what I told him, but like I was arguing with him, like, no, because this and that. So yeah, and he's like, okay, you're bragging about it. Well, I was doing a bit of me bragging, but I wasn't bragging until I opened up, and there was no chocolate frog inside.
Okay, so, yeah. I think I see the comment. It kind of didn't make me happy, but it got deleted and I can't find it. But somebody asked me like, what is this kid doing? He emphasized the word kid. Hold on. Hold on. All right.
What?
All right. So everybody, if you are going to be saying, I don't know, somebody said it and then it got deleted by a mod, but I guess I don't know. I can't find it. For those that are like trying to assume I'm just some 12, no, I'm of age. I've already discussed this. I am of age. I am. It's in my Discord bio. I've said this on my channel how old I was. So I
guys, he's a young adult. I know his age.
Exactly.
I don't know. I would say they're memeing, but nowadays I don't. It's still very stupid. I don't understand. Like, we're both adults here, just doing a podcast.
Exactly.
So
you're like old enough to be my goddamn uncle. Like, goddamn, like, dude, you like, okay, so like, I have this other guy, another friend of mine. He's also 22. Also, happy 22nd birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I see your post, and I wanted to tell you happy birthday, man.
Thank you so much.
But I have this other friend. His name is Emerald Power, and he actually is a mini version of you because he does tend to sound like you at times. It was a little joke. That's how I got the name, by the way. We were making jokes like, all right, so who's the mini version of who? Like, who's the mini version of Speedy Blue? Who's the mini version of Julz? Yes, it was a thing. And who's the mini version of was named Yamchers? Was an old name or something?
Yeah, that was before the rebrand.
Yeah, before the rebrand, guys. So
I'm just so happy I rebranded.
Yamchers just sounded like Yamcha in my head. I don't know why.
No, that's why. So I can briefly touch on that. So basically, the name Yamchers, where that came from, when I was under that name, an old friend of mine, because I used to voice act as Yamcha from the Dragon Ball community alongside Julz. He used to voice act as Goten. So we both had our character channels. He had Goten, I had Yamcha. Julz and I have been friends since 2017, so we're going on like 8 years of friendship. Whoa. But like in the Dragon Ball community, I was just posting Yamcha videos, and my old friend was like, he just randomly just called me Yamchers. I don't know why, but he's like Yamcher, like he was trying to get my attention in DMs, and then I just started laughing. I'm like, that's the stupidest name I've ever heard. I love it. I'm gonna use that name now. So I did. And under the name Yamchers, I was doing in-character Yamcha stuff, and I was doing stuff out of character. So I thought that was perfect to combine the two. But then I eventually moved away from just doing the Yamcha character in general, and then I just stuck with the name Yamchers. And then after that, I'm like, you know what? I don't really like that name anymore. It's just, I just felt like it was a dumb name, and it just wasn't really me because it was based off of, Yamcha from Dragon Ball. So I'm like, I need a name that's more myself. So I'm like, why don't I take the first half of my first name, which is Ganon, Gannon. So why don't I take the Gan part and then just add a cool like suffix at the end. So and then I started like jotting off like all these different suffixes. I'm like, why don't I make it Ganvious, kind of like envious, but make it Ganvious. So I'm like, that's perfect. Let's roll with this. And ever since I rebranded, like I've always loved the name, and I still do. And I think that is my brand for now on, like on the internet. So that's the story. But yeah, like I'm just so glad that I'm no longer Yamchers. But yeah, it's just Ganvious is much better in my opinion. But yeah, that's my story there. That's the lore for those wondering. But yeah. Anyways, continue.
No, you're good. Oh, wow. I really that's a long journey to kind of go through with with your name and stuff, because I don't even know what I was called before. I think I was just on my own, and I didn't have any internet friends or anything like that. And when I started meeting internet friends, and I started watching more of Julz's content, and I started watching his Minecraft series that he had going on and all of that, I started to try to sound like him, and I started to act like him as well, like on my streams and stuff. And I can't really go back to that because my old channel is still there. It's sitting at 2.66K because that's kind of where I left off before I tried to make it like a skit channel, like an IRL skit channel, and it didn't work out. Originally, the name was going to be called It's J Fusion. That was going to be the new channel name. That was going to be like the rebrand. I was stepping away from the Sonic community because I felt like voicing King Shadow was just enough. I felt like I've done so much with the character, I just didn't know what to do until I stepped into a new source of light, and I started making lore for the character, which we are going to get into later on in the podcast as well. So I just decided to I've stepped away from the Sonic community just so many times, which again I'll discuss that as well. Hold up. The Crystal says new name for this episode: woman abuser meeting a god. What the fuck? Look, listen.
What?
I am no woman abuser. Listen. I can explain.
Oh wait. I get the joke now. You know why? Because I follow both you and a Christos on Twitter, and I saw your interaction like in public. No. So I understand the joke. So I get the joke. Because I was about to say, because my first initial thought was, what the hell am I getting myself into for the podcast? And so I was kind of sweating, and then I saw the /J as in joking. So I'm like, oh, they're just screwing around. And I saw that you two follow each other, and I gathered that you guys are friends. So I'm like, okay. Thank God. So yeah, no, trust me, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Julz gets on my ass about it every time he gets a chance to. He's like, stop beating women, Lenny Julz. And I'm like, look, listen. It's not intentional. Let's just say it's a little accident. Like,
what?
It's a little accident. It's a little accident. It's a little accident.
Well, I'm sorry, madam. I didn't mean to hit you. It was an accident.
Yeah, it was a little accident. Oh, sorry. I punched you in your stomach. Oh, sorry. A little accident. Crazy stuff. Yeah, bro, blocked me on Twitter on stream. I did, but then it was a joke. I dead ass literally blocked her, and I closed out Twitter, and I went like, nah, I'm just joking. Went back. Oh my God! Me and her just have some crazy shit. Me and her were like talking on VR chat for like 5 hours just about my internet life because we were both bored. I didn't have nothing to do, so because you find a bunch of children on VR chat and they are very cringe. And I mean, I'm cringe, but not to that level.
The only time I ever play VR chat is if Julz needs a video and wants me to play Knuckles, and I'll do it. I don't play VR chat at all. I just don't care for it ultimately. Yeah. But yeah, it's just it's very chaotic. It's a lot to take in. I always have to like mentally prepare. If like Julz is streaming, he wants me to be a part of stream, or if he needs me for a video, I would just have to like take a deep breath and then play the game because it gets wild. It gets crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, before we move on to the next question, because I think you answered questions 1 and 2 on the intro part, and 3 and 4 is all you got to answer left, and then we'll kind of just do all get to know questions as well. So one thing before we get into that, I saw Blue Julz, aka Movie Sonic, doing his 24-hour stream. If he ever finds this podcast somehow, some way, which he does not pay attention, I don't know. No, I don't know. It's just him. Listen, all I gotta say is tell him I said if he fails, because I believe if I'm correct, I was the first Sonic YouTuber to probably do a 24-hour stream, because I didn't see you, Julz, or anybody else, or any other little small Sonic YouTuber to do it. No, I think I'm the very first Sonic character channel to ultimately do it, and do it with also having fun. I did it with nothing planned, by the way. So there was times where it was boring and my stuff kept crashing, like my streams kept crashing, and I didn't know that you're only allowed to live stream for like 12 hours before you can't view the stream itself. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I have a whole 18-hour stream that I can't even view, and that's the one part, that's the main part where I had a lot of fun, and I missed it because like at least I got the part where Julz popped in, but it would have been sad if I didn't catch that part, and let's say if it didn't crash. See, then there's the problem. The whole stream would have been like, what the fuck, you know? It would have been a bad moment. And another bad moment is I deleted all of on my old channel. I permanently deleted all my old memories. I could be showing my people this, like I could be showing y'all this, like my fans this, about how I used to be back in the day. You realize before I hit puberty in my voice, and I'm kind of still going through it, because you can tell that it's not deep, but it's still going through it in a way. But here's a funny thing that I still bring up to this day. My voice was so high that I perfected Cream the Rabbit's voice spot on. I'm so serious. It's just, It was, everybody was like, what the heck? I mean, I don't know, but they was like, are you sure you're a guy? I'm sure I'm a guy. My voice is just really high pitched. And I was able to do Tails, of course, as well. And then over time, I just can't do it. You know, I can only do Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic and all of that and all that. All the other stuff. Still can't do Knuckles. One day I'll be able to do Knuckles' voice. I'll be able to do it.
Yeah, maybe someday, buddy.
No, it's a little bit. No, that sounds like Vegeta. That sounds like Vegeta.
Yeah, that does sound like Vegeta.
Yeah. One day I'll get there. One day. All right. Let's get to number 3 of the intro questions. Why did you decide to do YouTube?
Oh, that's a good question. So, growing up, I've always watched like all sorts of different gaming videos on YouTube. OG YouTubers and that would do like the OG Let's Play format as well. And it's like it just looks so much fun. Just being able to sit down and just play a video game and record that, or just, you know, in a way express yourself. Like it doesn't even have to be a game, just like a face cam and just talk about stuff or vlog or do something like that. It's always seems like so much fun just to do that. And that's always been a thing and always been something I've liked doing. So that was just, to me, it just sounded like a no-brainer. It's like, why would I not create a YouTube channel and just in a way express myself? So it was just so fun because I've always loved creating growing up, and being able to do that for so long now, like on YouTube, it's great, and I don't want to stop. I want to keep doing YouTube for as long as I humanly possibly can. It's awesome, and yeah, that's why I started it. I've just always enjoyed watching others do it, and I just one day basically went, hey, I could do that. Why not give it a shot? And then I did. So yeah, I just love being creative and everything like that.
That's really nice. That's really good. You know, you have a lot of passion for what you do, and you know, as both people, we know a lot of people, but then they end up giving up. So it's kind of like, you know, we're kind of like those types of you can say like content creators. You know, I'm not focused on it. I'm not focused on trying to be popular. I mean, you know, as every small content creator would say, they would love to be popular, but there's always a bad side to almost everything. And I said almost. There's always a bad side. You know, you kind of get bombarded. You know, if you have social anxiety, you might not want to do meet and greets and stuff like that. You might not be ready for that. And that's something I do actually think about. I'm also like, you know, what if like, you know, me and Julz do get to know each other, or I get to know you guys more, and we start doing collaborative stuff, and one day I blow up all of a sudden because one video made us really, really popular in one time. And I've always been like, I'm not ready to have a lot of fans, you know, because I'm so used to having this little small community, and I just love it, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, and then I'm like, but I want to have a lot of people, and I want to have a lot of people tell me you're a great person, you know, have a lot of good stuff. But then it's just mixed feelings. That's the simplest way I can put it. Mixed feelings. It's like sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't, and you just don't know what you do, and it's just stuck in the middle until one day it happens. And you know, so that's kind of how I did. That's kind of how it was. Before doing the podcast with you and Julz, I was like, I'm not ready for this. But you know what? If you could achieve anything if you just put your mind to it. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So, and I've always been the best to give pretty good advice. Not the best, but I've been very good at giving advices, especially when I've had a lot of downs with friends and myself back in 2020, and there was just this one moment that I'm not gonna be allowed to say on YouTube, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. It was like a really, really bad moment, and it was live too. But luckily, he had friends there, and I was there, and he was, you could say, crying, and you can probably already know where that kind of led up at that one point. And we was like, dude, you're an amazing person. Nobody hates you. you know, fuck the haters, dude. That's all you really got to do is just don't pay your mind to the haters. And if they just keep coming into your chat or going into your comments or going into your DMs or just saying something about you somewhere online, and it could be IRL too, just, you know, some people will say take it like a man. That is a very rude way to tell someone just suck it up. You know, you don't tell someone to just suck it up. You know, that's an asshole move. You don't just do that. You know, and I've had to deal with the whole bullying. We've all got bullied before with different stuff. You know, we've all got bullied for being weird, having too much pride, you know, because that is becoming a common thing. People have too much confidence and it's ruining people and stuff like that. So just someone that comes from that is helping someone from that similar background in a way, it's always really good to like help people. And I just never have the time to help people because, you know, everybody is starting to help themselves, you know, because they're so tired of people helping them and it just doesn't work out. They're just so tired of it, you know. But that's kind of it on that part. It's kind of a little positive, little note I wanted to just kind of put in right there. Now the last question for the intro question, so we can get out of that. How long did it take you to grow on your Knuckles channel and your Ganvious channel?
That's a very good question. I'll actually start with the Ganvious channel, and then I'll talk about the Knuckles channel.
Okay.
So on the Ganvious channel, I started the Ganvious channel back in, or I created the channel back in 2016, but I started making content on it back in 2018 under the name Yamchers at the time. And then, so it took about, I want to say, since it's been so long, random estimate, I want to say about 3 years since, so 19, 20, 21. Like 2021 was when it started to pick up, when I started to actually build my own community. And it's still slowly but surely moving up. It's still getting there. So despite the Ganvious channel not being, you know, a titan, like this giant channel with like 100K plus subscribers, I still have a community there. And I feel like it's important as content creators to notice that community. And I notice my community. It's not about the size, it's about the people in it. And I truly do love my community so much. And I do notice them. And at the end of the day, they're the ones that carry the channel and put me where I'm at right now. And I can't thank them enough, truly, because when I upload content, just knowing that someone besides me are watching my videos is really, really heartwarming, really means a ton. So I would say, back to the question, how long it took to grow the channel, I'd say about 3 years to grow the Ganvious channel. And that's me somewhat already kind of knowing what I'm getting into, because I've been doing YouTube in general again since 2012, and I've had all sorts of different channels. I had so many channels before Ganvious, but none of them actually took off, and it was the Ganvious channel that truly took off. And going to the Knuckles channel, so I started the Knuckles channel back in 2019. And that was almost immediate growth. That was like, I think within the first month, I've reached like 3,000 subscribers on the Knuckles channel. And I would mostly just do reaction content as well as the Minecraft series with Julz, Minecraft Survival Season 1. And that's what really blew up that channel. And then ever since then, it's just been growing more and more and more. And I think around like 2020, that is when I hit, I believe, like 20,000 subscribers. So technically, after a year, I've hit like 20K on that channel. So from 2019 to 2020, I hit like 20K. And then it kept growing more and more and more. And like as of now, it's almost at 70,000 subscribers, despite me retiring the channel. So it's that one just like blew up so quickly, and I was honestly shocked because when I first started doing the Knuckles stuff, I didn't really care much to do that. I was just kind of like, I'm bored. I'm not doing anything as of now. I'm like today. I just make a silly Knuckles video, and that was it. And then it started getting thousands of views each video. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Like this is blowing the Ganvious channel out of the water. Like what's going on here? So I did a little more, and I did a little more, and then the channel kept growing, and then that was the rest. The rest is history. So that was that.
Wow, man, that's wow.
I know that's a lot to take in.
No, I'm saying wow, as in like I'm astonished, like amazed, like.
Oh, thank you.
It for it to just blow up like that, and and your Ganvious channel is also doing pretty well as well. I can also see you're starting to play Metroid in chronological order.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
And I'm like, the only Metroid game that I played was Metroid Prime, and what was that?
I don't know because I haven't played the other ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one. Are you describing one of the more recent ones, which is Metroid Dread?
I've never played that one yet.
Oh, okay.
I've never played any of the Metroid games at chronological. I've only played like one game, which was played 2 Metroid games, and that was it. I really didn't bother to like try to look or download for like all the other ones in chronological order, because there's one of them when you get to one of the Metroid games, I think it's really just called Metroid, but it's like one of the most popular ones that you'll sooner down the line, months and months and a couple years if you get to it. Really one of the most best Metroid games in 2D pixelated platforming, and it's kind of hard actually if it's your first time, so it's gonna be pretty difficult when you get to that one specific one. I really can't describe what it is, but
because you don't want to spoil it.
I know. I
appreciate that.
After you get to that, you'll get to the 3D ones, which I think will be a little bit harder. So spoilers not spoiler like story spoilers or gameplay spoilers.
Yeah.
But Metroid Prime is, in my opinion, pretty fucking hard. Like platforming.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it's platforming. Like if you're really good at playing 3D games, like in general, it might not be bad, but just Metroid has a very specific gameplay style, like just compared to everything else, and stuff like that. And I swear, every time I go on your Ganvious channel, you have your featured video at the very top. All I hear is Pikmin every freaking time, and I'm like, oh, damn it!
Me too, dude. I get annoyed with that too.
Head.
Yeah, no, I get annoyed with that as well. Like every time I'm like, oh, how's my channel doing? I'm like, Jesus Christ, shut
hey,
up.
what's
so
up, everybody? Ganvious here.
Yeah, so I have to like mute it every single time. I'm like, all right, I have to mute and then pause. So you're not alone. That's so funny that you bring that up.
I had to, because it was like I was literally doing that like before we got into the call. I was like, so it's just one of those things. And the reason why it haunts me is because there's just one meme where it's constantly saying like Pikmin. It's like going on and on and on and it won't stop. It's like that one meme, and I'm like, oh.
I unironically, I love Pikmin. It is so fun. It really is. I feel like people don't take me seriously when I say that the Pikmin games are extremely underrated and are very, very good. All of them. So I highly recommend, if you guys have a Switch, play Pikmin. I think you can get Pikmin 1 and 2 as a bundle for $50. Okay. And then 3 and 4 are both $60 a piece, but they're so much fun. I still gotta finish Pikmin 4. I have not finished that game yet.
So you've played all the other ones?
They're so good. Yes, I have.
All right,
they're so good.
I see a couple recognizable people: Bluebella Cookies and Silent D Productions. Hello, welcome.
Hey guys.
Yeah. My name is Mini Julz, the miniature version of Julz. Yes, got the. I just had to. So yeah. You guys should also check out the other podcast after you watch this amazing podcast. You gotta watch the full of this one to understand the other one. You know.
Exactly. The other one's a prequel to this one.
Yeah. It's a prequel. This is the start. This is the first
here
one.
We go. Yeah, that was only a prologue. Yeah, this is the real deal.
Yeah, this is the real deal. This the other one, a little warm up, but this the real deal. Okay, all right. Now let's get into the get to know questions. This one is quite a few, but yeah. All right. So this is gonna be kind of like a answer and move on type of thing. All right. So If you wanna specify and get into detail about what you do, you can go wholeheartedly do it. I don't mind. But if you want to kind of wrap it up, so we can get get
through everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So first question to the get to know questions. What is your morning routine?
Wake up, go get coffee, exercise like jogging, squats.
You're a fit person. I'm jealous.
No, I just started. I'm being dead honest. I just started like 2 weeks ago. So I'm not like not really. I mean, I'm not like a full-on fitness trainer, and I don't want to be a fitness trainer. But it's one of those things where you sit around all day, play video games. You gotta get out there. You gotta get moving. You gotta stay fit and stay healthy. Yeah. But yeah, that, and then take a shower, and then obviously do this, create videos, and after I create videos and stuff, I spend time with my dog, spend time with my family, and yeah,
that's nice. Yeah,
enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah, one thing that I must know. This is a debate, or not a debate, a question that I must know.
Okay.
Do you, and be honest.
Okay.
Do you take showers in the morning or in the late day / night?
Being honest, sometimes it depends on the day, but I usually take them first thing in the morning.
That's my guy. Just wanted to know, because I also take them in the morning. I can never do anything else until I am fresh, clean. I need every crevice of my body.
Finally, someone who gets it, because so many people would be like, no, obviously you take a shower at night, but when you take a shower at night, you're going to bed clean and you're waking up funky. You know what I mean? So how does that make sense? So when you take a shower first thing in the morning, so you're fresh throughout the day.
You take showers at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. showers. There you go.
I've never actually tried that. I've never tried 3 a.m. showers. Like, holy shit.
No, I don't take showers at 3 a.m.
He doesn't.
I take them about 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. around that time.
Yeah. I mean, so basically how my routine is I would, on a day I'm not at my job, I'm not working. This is tomorrow I'm off. That's why I chose today to do it, because I'm off. I don't like to do things the day before I got to go to work. And I'm working them 6-hour shifts this week. So I'm like, fuck, I hate because my actual hours is 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time. So I just got done with my little 6. Baraku VA, I see you in the chat. So yeah, on a day I'm off, I would wake up and I kind of would sleep, kind of go on my phone, kind of check Discord, YouTube, my socials and all of that. I'm not a social media person, by the way. I'm 24/7 on YouTube. I never get off of YouTube. I am a person on YouTube. I am a YouTube lover. Like, I ride on that thing. Pause. So, oh, god damn it. Don't clip. Okay, somebody's going to clip that and take it out of context. Look. I am a meme. Like, since we just met, one thing you got to know about me is if we dive deep into my channel at some point, you will know. If we just going into the live stream portion, I am probably either the weirdest motherfucker on the stream or I'm the most entertaining motherfucker on the stream. I would have voice mod up, play fucking weird music like weird music and just take my belt and whip the desk and start mewing in the camera. Like on some...
Yeah, that's wild.
And it gets even crazier. When I would jump on top of my computer. I would go in my bed and like I would go and I would start jumping on my computer and that shit, and I'll be like, oh my god, chat. Like I'd be pranking my chat like it fucking broke or something. Nah,
I have one question.
I'm not ready for it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Why?
All right. I just have, I'm a multi-personality person. I have multiple personalities all day, every day. You will always see me as a different person every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, I'm always somebody different or just chill. That's it. You'll see me as different people, different personalities, or I'm chill, you know? So, you know, I won't really show that when I'm meeting someone for the first time. Once I like get to know you, I get a little comfortable, then you'll see my funny side probably a lot more often than I really don't have a serious side unless it's like what we're gonna get into later. But I always have a funny side, and there was a time where I went Super Saiyan I was 14 doing this, and I was on a stream. I was in my underwears and I had my shirt off going Super Saiyan on camera. Yeah, there's actually a video of that. Actually, I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show that on stream. I actually have. I'm gonna show it. I was 14 years old in 2020 doing this dumbass shit. I got y'all. I have to show the man himself that I was crazy like that. Hold on. Hold on. I think I got it. I'm not too sure. Hold on.
Chat, what did I sign up for?
You set up. You've done stepped into the true territory.
I stepped into the ring.
You stepped into the ring and you're never coming out.
No.
If I can fucking find it. Wait, it's probably in one of my friend's servers. Also, oh my god.
Wait, is that it?
No, don't look at the link. I don't know where that's from. I don't.
Okay.
Christos, don't send links.
That's why I wanted you to look at it.
Make sure if anybody sends links, just don't. First of all, don't send links if you're not a mod. Only mods are allowed to do it because I'm cool with them. But mods, make sure you specify what the link is for. But I also don't trust it because it could be you know what link, and that can get a you know whatever type of moment. Also, I think all of my friends are watching me talk to you in a voice call. Hello, if you're watching. Yeah.
That's
fuck
awesome.
you guys. Guys are assholes. Anyways, I'm sorry. I don't mean that.
Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're just gonna end it. I'm just tired of time. I'm just all right. I can't find it. I swear I received the clip of me doing it. I don't know where it's at. Chat, I don't think oh, I got it. Yes.
Oh
yes. No. Yes, I got it. All right. So you probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna just okay, there we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first get it up on the stream first so people can see it. Let me close out the questions because you guys do not need to see the questions. I want to spoil that. What do I need to do? Display capture. Let's do it on my other monitor. Yes, I have 2 monitors, but you want to know the funny thing is? My other monitor is a TV. The fucking TV.
Oh, okay. I actually used to have that. This was before I had like a capture card. But yeah, I also have 2 monitors.
All right, can you guys see my stuff? I'm about to show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share screen it to you so you're like, not delayed with it. All right.
Right. Yeah.
Screen 2. Also share system audio. We're gonna pause that. You can. I've started the screen share.
Yep.
Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the file itself, and go to. Yes, I have a bunch Look at everything that I down. It's just a lot. Don't guys. I am a unorganized.
I'm not judging. Don't worry.
Yeah, I am kind of organized, but not really. All right, this is it, guys. This is when I was 14.
Oh Lord.
Here we go.
Chat. What am I about to watch?
Oh my God. There's me. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I want to say I'm not white. I am mixed because people get very judgmental about my race. Look at the hair.
Don't worry. I'm not judgmental.
Just look at the hair, chat. Does that look like a white person hair? No disrespect to white people. Ganvious. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go.
I love how you just assumed my race just now.
What? No, I totally did not. Oh, come on, man. Come on.
You said no disrespect to white people. You said it as in. Let's just play me the video.
Actually, all right. Let me continue. Right,
technically. Oh, he's transforming. He's doing it.
I'm going Super Saiyan 3 right here.
He's doing it.
I'm going Super Saiyan 3 right here.
I see the hair getting longer.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
He's doing it. He's doing it. I see some yellow there.
Yeah,
I see the yellow tint in the hair. Yep. Just barely, though.
Barely. I barely reached full my power limit. My body couldn't.
That was only 1% of your power.
It was 1% of my power. You don't want me to become Shaggy. Shaggy is somebody you don't want to mess with. Trust me, back in my day in the 1980s, when I was born in the 1980s, I was actually born in the 1980s, chat.
I knew it.
Back in my day, I used to be a old fella where I met Shaggy in real life, and Shaggy was 3 years old, going to Harvard. He was going to Harvard at 3 years old, and you know what he did when he got out of Harvard? He was able to achieve Ultra Instinct, but mastered.
No way.
Yes, man. It was just crazy stuff. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I seen Shaggy. He punched me, and I was invincible to it. Oh my God. I was dead ass about to end the stream. Oh my God.
No. We got to keep this going.
Okay. My brain is not braining. Okay, there we go. Remove.
I see why the stream is called the Chaos, or the podcast is called the Chaos Podcast. Because this is just pure chaos. At least it's not clickbait. But it's good chaos.
It's good chaos, but like the name behind it is like kind of not what you think. But you make a great point, though. You do make a great point, though. I mean... My channel isn't called the King of Chaos for no reason. Like, come on now. Like, I cause chaos wherever I go. I always got to make it entertaining. All right. Anyways, second question. We're actually gonna get through this. Sorry, guys. Okay. So we're actually gonna get to this because I want to get to the real topics. All right. So hold on. I'm a little parched, as you British people would say. No disrespect to Cisco.
He's Portuguese. You're good.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, he's not British. He's Portuguese.
Well, he sounds British.
I know.
Oh my God, I did not know that. Okay, all right, I didn't know. Okay.
Write that down.
Does he do the Suey dance like Cristiano Ronaldo?
No, but I like to tease him a lot like that.
All right. Second question. What is your favorite childhood?
What was my favorite childhood?
Yeah, like favorite childhood moment. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, favorite childhood. I didn't know I could choose. I didn't know I had multiple choice.
Just choose the bad one, Ganvious. We're gonna
the bad ending.
The bad ending.
My favorite childhood moment. It's really hard to say because it's one of those things where, in my opinion, childhood. Oh no! No! Let me hurry. In my opinion, childhood is much better than adulthood. Once you hit adulthood, it's survival of the fittest. But it was wholesome, fun times during my childhood. I had a good childhood.
Okay.
So, yeah.
It's plugged up now.
All right, we're good. We're
Holy
good.
crap. All right, next question. If money wasn't a factor, what would you do with your time?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, if money wasn't a thing.
So, as in, like, I don't need money at all?
Yeah, like if money didn't exist,
Okay.
what would you be doing right now with your life if money didn't exist?
Okay, if money didn't exist, then number one, we'd all be screwed because how can we operate? Like, money is very important. And number two, I don't know. I'd probably just be like on an island somewhere, just chilling, just live my best life, or something like that.
Yeah,
just,
YouTube wouldn't be a thing, guys.
Yeah.
The internet wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, without money, then tomorrow, like if money were to be gone today, like right now, tomorrow we wake up, we all be panicking. So that's pretty important. But for the most part, I'd probably just live on an island somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't
living peaceful.
I don't know. Living peacefully, yeah.
Waiting to the day you die.
Yep. Without a
That's
care
all
in the
we
world.
can do. That's all we can do is literally just live our life till we die. I could be dead tomorrow when I wake up. I could be Michael Jackson tomorrow. Like, you know, I could be hitting the moonwalk in heaven or hell. You never know.
Wherever you went.
Wherever I end up.
Damn.
Is wherever I end up. Let's just yeah. But ask the air question soon, brother. I got you. I'm gonna save that question because I'm gonna save it for. Okay, let's just continue. When we get to that question, you'll understand why. You'll understand why. All right.
Yeah.
What's the best compliment you ever received?
I don't know.
And you can't talk. And you can't say about the beard.
Right. Okay. All right. That makes it so much easier for me now. The best, or so much more difficult, I should say. The best compliment I received, I guess just, I don't know specifics, but people growing up always really respected how, like, I would, I guess, present myself. Like, growing up, during school, I'd always be, like, one of the, I would say, chill people in the class, while literally everyone else would be crazy and would cause trouble, would do all these things. Not calling you out, by the way.
No, because we're actually like polar opposites. Like back when I was in fucking elementary school, I was the one cutting up and acting the ass. I was the one being bad in class. I would talk a lot. Like I used to be a very big talker until people just didn't like that about me. So I just started to become the quiet kid in a way, and just, you know, once I got to high school, I just joined band. I'm very good at playing the alto sax, by the way, but sadly I don't have it because the school gives out the instruments, or you just buy your own instruments. So, you know, just a little something there. Yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh.
He lost his brain cells.
So, yeah, it's starting to come through now. So basically, people would always just, I guess, respect like how I would present myself, growing up, and I was a very quiet person. And I would try to put others before myself because it would feel right. And I would always just get, you know, my schoolwork done, my classwork done. And I would always just go to school and do what I need to do, and that was it. That's all there is to it.
Did you ever read books? Or do you still read books? Or like, do you read books in general?
Not really. I never really been big on books. I never really cared much for books, but here and there I would read a book or two, and that's it. Like, because nowadays you're either really into books and you read a lot, or you don't read at all. For me, it's a little, I might read this book, and then I might read another one soon. So like for me, it'd be like one book a year right now. So yeah, yeah.
I haven't. The last time I read a book was literally in school, but I'm like, finally, I have someone I can kind of relate to, because Julz is a
he's a geek. He's a nerd. I'll roast him.
Like oh my god, Julz. Like if Julz sees this, which
Julz, if you're watching this, you're a nerd.
He's probably sleeping right now.
Yeah, he's probably sleeping, dreaming about reading more books.
Yeah, dreaming about Star Wars. He's
Star Wars.
Star Wars is like his top right here. Like as far as I
love Star Wars too, but he loves it way more than I
do. Yeah, a lot. He you know, we're all just different in our own ways, you know, stuff like that. But I'm like, god dang, I can't relate a lot with Julz, because like he is just so much, like you could say he has more knowledge. I wouldn't say smarter, but like he has a lot of knowledge about stuff, because when you read books, you do gain knowledge. That is a real thing. Like that's a fact. You know, because if I was to read a book now for an entire year, I come back, I'll be saying words I've never said, like XBO extra valid. I don't know how to say it.
I know the word you're talking about. It's that long word. Something expialidocious or whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was like a hard word. But then people over time it was so easy to say because so many people said it. Okay. Next question. Let's just skip that one. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Or here's a third option. Or are you an omnivert? I don't know if you've heard of that before, but
I haven't.
An omnivert is actually someone who is both an introvert and an extrovert, meaning you will be to yourself at times, or out and about having confidence. So introvert, you're like independent to yourself. You might have social anxiety or whatever. You like to be independent. Extrovert, you like to be non-independent. You like to have confidence. You like to talk to people. You're a very outgoing person. So, or do you, or does that like happen depending on where you at, who you're talking to, the situation where you're kind of both? It just depends. Are you like, you know, whichever it may be?
Yeah, I think I'm an omnivert actually. Sometimes, and like, if I've been doing much better recently, but growing up, I was always introverted. I was always very shy when I talked to people, and I didn't really like the spotlight or anything. Yeah. I still really don't, but like I don't want to be like, oh, I love it now. No, it's just but now in recent years I became more extroverted, where I would be very outgoing, try to connect with people, and trying to just reach out. And but I think as of today, I'm omniverted, where it really depends like on the situation. If I meet somebody new, I'd be somewhat introverted, but at the same time, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to describe it, because I'll be extroverted in an introverted way. So I'll be like awkwardly like, hey, hi, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Gannon. Hello, how are you? You know,
that's how I am. And I hate being like that too, because like when you apply that to in real life, because on the internet, it's probably a lot easier to be more outgoing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because you do tend to meet some really nice people that just be to themselves, and most of them are probably introverts, and you know, they be like that, and then you come into the spotlight, you might brighten up their day. But when you apply that to IRL, you know, like as an 18-year-old who is in adult life now, like I'm beginning adult life, it's like I don't know how to live that life yet. Like I don't know what adults would say. I can't relate to adult jokes sometimes. Like I can relate to some adult jokes, because I do make those as myself. I do make older content jokes, you know, because the things that I do is a mix between like a way a teenager acts, and sometimes I'll be chill, like, you know, an older guy trying to act my age, and stuff like that. And I kind of, one thing I don't like about somebody, that's something you must know about me, is I don't like it when people try to act like their age all the way, when you can just be whoever you want to be, act however you want to act. Just don't, like, if if you're fucking 50 years old and you're still on the internet, you know, like, that's cool and all if you're just doing it, like, on the internet, just working for people. But then if you're, like, sitting there, like, flipping your desk, humping something fucking weird, like you're...
Yeah.
And jumping off your fucking bed and taking a belt and whipping your desk like I be doing. Don't be doing that shit, because now you're fucking weird. I'm going to think you're a pedophile, like dead ass.
Yeah.
Like,
just very odd behavior.
Odd behavior. Like, you might need I don't know what you be doing. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, if you're, like, in your 30s, that's cool, and you're acting like that. I mean, that's okay, but it's also cool. Some people might find it funny. I mean, I kind of find it funny. If you're in your 20s...
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. Do you know what's bizarre? It's bizarre that a lot of people... Like, I've met many people, and I even have, like, some ex-friends now. But, basically, there are many people my age who act like they're 12. There's also many people my age who act like they're 30, and maybe even act like, you know, they're my age. Like, literally, it makes the most sense in the middle there. But then you have grown adults, like, on the internet, I'm talking like 30 plus, who act like they're 12 as well, and who throw temper tantrums, do all this stuff, and I just look down on them. I'm like, you know, as we grow up, we should be looking up to them for guidance instead of, like, making fun of them and just looking down on them. Like, what are you doing? You know, because when we grow up as kids, when we grow up, we're always thinking, or we've always thought the adults know all the answers and that they are level-headed and know exactly what they're doing. The harsh reality of it is that's not true. Not only, you know, do they not know what they're doing, but most adults nowadays, they either don't act like their age, or they just flat out just act like 12-year-olds, if that makes sense, or just extremely immature. So it's just, it sucks. It really sucks to see. And, you know, that's just how it is nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're doing it for content just to make views or whatever, I mean, that's okay.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing. Yeah.
That's one thing, because you got people like fucking... No, I don't want to say him. You got...
Yeah, no names.
No, it's not Sonic. It's nothing in our community. It's nothing in the Sonic. It's like just who you got. You got I mean, there's people that I watch. I mean, IShowSpeed don't count because he's like what, 19?
He's not 19 now.
Yeah,
he just turned 19.
You know, that's okay for him to act because he's just getting out of teenagehood and he's going into very young adulthood, and that's kind of, you know, you wanna have fun. You're in your 20s. People say, do what you can. When you reach 20 years old, going all the way into your 30, have the most fun as much as possible. Live out that life, because once you hit 30, you might not have much, or you might still have a lot, and you might grow it out until you're 40. But in reality, like, the harsh reality is, once you're 40, there's really nothing left you can do but to act mature, and you're gonna be like, you're old enough to be a fucking grandpa or an uncle at that fucking point, you know. That's a real, you know, thing, you know. So, and just a little tip, and it's also a tip for myself as well, whenever I am 20 in the next 2 years, actually, which is probably gonna fly by pretty fast, just like how we are 4 years.
It flew by for me.
Yeah, bro was like 20 yesterday. Now he's 22.
22.
It's crazy, you know. You want to know something? I thought you were older than Julz.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. I get that all the time. So, when I told everyone yesterday that I turned 22, a lot of people were like, "What? You're only 22? I got someone saying, I thought you're like 30 or something like that." And someone else said, "I thought you're late 20s and everything." I'm like, I know. I'm sitting there awkward, like, yep, I know. I get that a lot. And, like, even you, like you just said, like, you thought I was older than Julz. Because if you, like, look at my actual face and then Julz's actual face, and you look at us side by side, I do look older, and that's not just me being biased. Julz has a baby face. Like, I'm gonna say it, Julz, if we're watching or listening later. Yeah. Julz has a baby face, and I don't have a baby face. Yeah. So yeah,
I also have a baby face. And so whenever since my voice isn't like deep, like truly yet, and they look at my face, they can be like, "Are you like 13 years old? You look like you're very young." And I'm like, "No, I just have a baby face." And the good thing about it though, because I'm gonna be honest, there's times where like I'm tired of. I just wish I could just hit puberty faster. Like, I want to be done with this puberty shit. Like, my dad didn't grow a full beard until he was in his 30s. Like, dead ass. It took him that long. You know, just got to take care of your facial stuff, and boom, you're going to have a beard sooner or later. I mean, I got a little mustache, you know, but it's not, like, visible. So it's like, So, but the good thing about having a baby face is when you're young, like, when you get to your 30s or 40s, you look really good. Like, dead ass.
Yeah, no, like for sure. Like that's in a way a blessing, I'd say, because I have a fear that I won't really age that well because I don't have a baby face. But like I feel like people like you or Julz who do have a baby face, you guys will age great. You guys, like when you guys turn 40, you guys will probably look like you're in your mid-20s, maybe early 20s. So that's a great thing to have. Like, you could be, like, the next, Paul Rudd. You know how Paul Rudd just doesn't age?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just something like that. But yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I keep trying to take care of myself and see what happens. Still trying to look decent enough day to day. But, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna kind of skip some questions.
That's fine.
We're just only about an hour and 11 minutes, and we're just gonna skip a couple. That one. Oh, this is one that I actually. This is something me and Julz had a pretty hard time thinking about. If you could have no, I think it was the other one. I don't know what it was, but. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question.
And it can't be anything Sonic powers. It can't.
Oh,
be,
no, not at all.
Yeah, it can't be no powers. It could be some Marvel powers maybe, but it can't be like video game powers or none of that because they make that shit OP. But or anime that too. But yeah, go ahead. You go first.
I don't know if you'd really count this as a power, but I would say good fortune or good luck, if that makes sense.
That's actually a good power. That's a really that's an interesting power. Do you want to know what Julz said?
What did Julz say?
Invincibility, I think he said. I don't know what the question was, but it was a question that
was he fearing for his life?
I don't know what the question was. I deadass would like have to go back and listen to when we asked that question, but it was a question that we had a hard time thinking about, and it was about superpowers. But I think I remember it was if there was one useless superpower that you could have, what would it be? That was the question.
Oh, and, useless.
Yeah, okay. Useless. That was the question me and him had, and he chose I think he said invincibility was useless.
That's very useful. How's that useless?
I don't know, man. I'd have to go back and hear how he said it. He said it a certain way. So I really don't remember how he said it, but he did say something about invincibility as one of the superpowers or whatever. I remember. It was useful. If you could have one useful superpower,
that makes more sense.
Yeah, that was the question. Now I remember, and I told him no Sonic, no anime stuff, and he said invincibility, and I was like, yeah, that's invincible. I mean, that's pretty useful, in certain situations. Like, I know this is a kind of greedy one, but if I was to have invincibility, I would rob all of Walmart. Dead ass. I lie, dude. With invincibility, people are gonna be seeing, like, calling everyone. We have a walking box. That's a little strange, and people will try to step around it. And when you're invisible, people go through you. people can't really feel your physical. Well, actually,
So
no.
wait. So are you saying invincibility, which means you can't get hurt, or invisibility,
Oh,
which means
I
people
was
can't see
saying
you?
it wrong. Invisibility.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
like when you're talking about like the random like box moving, I was kind of confused. I'm like, but you're invincible.
It was one of the two. Julz said either invincibility or invisibility. I don't know which one, but it was one of the two. He said invis something. So it was one of those. But that's what he said. If it was one useful power, he said one of those. And then I think I said, I don't even know what I said. I don't remember half the things I'd be saying. All right.
But you're saying you'd be invisible.
I probably would. I'd probably
Okay.
choose invisibility. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we have 2 Sonic questions, and they are ones you will know.
You're gonna have to prove that because I really don't know Sonic.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll help you. I'll help you. I got you.
Okay. All right.
So who is your favorite Sonic character? So any Sonic character you know of currently, who is your favorite?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So is it the 2 that I'm thinking it is? Like the 2 questions that I think it is? Because like I can answer these.
The first one is who is your favorite Sonic character? The other one is what are your top 10 favorite Sonic characters?
Okay, yep, we're good. All right. I was gonna say, I don't know that. All right, no, we're good.
Don't worry, I got rid of the other ones you didn't know.
Yeah. My favorite Sonic character right now is Knuckles, for obvious reasons. But yeah, so the reason why is because first off, he's red. Red's my favorite color. And once I got to like learn about who Knuckles is, he's just very cool, very strong, and just like, not to be fully biased, but only a little bit biased. The way I kind of like made Knuckles, I and it really makes me appreciate like the Sega version of that character.
Mm-hmm.
But to move on to the top 10, so I would say 10 being my least favorite, despite it being on my top 10 list, and 1 being number 1. Starting from 10, I'd say Victor. No. Charmy, Victor. Who else? Rouge, Amy, Silver, Espio. All right, we got 4 more, so top 4 would probably be Tails, and number 3 would be Shadow. Or no, actually, number 3 would be Sonic. Number 2 would be Shadow, and number 1 would be Knuckles.
Okay,
that would be it.
That's a nice look. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Did I get the name wrong?
I tried not to laugh. You said Victor when okay. As I said, I'm gonna help
Vector.
You. It's Vector.
I get this. I get this shit wrong all the time. So, every single time, it's the V. It's the Ictor part. It's the V part. It's always. Sometimes I see Vector, and then I'm like, no, that's not right. It's Victor. It has to be Victor. Like, no, it's Vector. It's just, every single time, I just get it wrong.
You're never getting out of this one. You're not
no, it's fine.
Everybody's gonna, they're gonna make fun of you because you said Vector's name wrong.
It's completely okay because I'm not a Sonic fan. If I was a Sonic fan, then I'd be embarrassed. But I'm just not a Sonic fan.
He's only a Knuckles fan. He's not a Sonic fan.
Exactly.
Big difference.
He
only knows a lot about Knuckles or something about Knuckles, but he doesn't.
That's really what I had to do because when like I was creating the Knuckles channel, Julz was helping me out with that. He was helping me like find the character to voice. He knew like I didn't really know anything about Sonic, and he gave me like all these different recommendations. And he's like, "How about Knuckles?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, why not?" And then I looked at the character. I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna make him sound something like this and be obnoxious." And I just basically went to the drawing board for the character and how I like want his personality to be and how I want to portray the character. I didn't look at anything though when I was preparing for Knuckles. Like I didn't look at other VAs or really any information of the character. I just kind of had my own version and I just went with it. But yeah, that's the only character I was like willing to do research on after the fact because I really didn't care much for anything else. So yeah, I do want to play the Sonic games. That's something I do want to do. Like at least the original games as well as Mania. But I just like ultimately that's Sonic the Hedgehog is ultimately a franchise I don't really care that much for, if I'm being honest. Like I like it, it's cool that's there, but it's not something that like I'm gonna lose my mind if like a new game is shown or something's going on involving the characters.
Right. We have a question from God of Destruction Lord Silgadoom to Ganvious. What is your favorite Dragon Ball Z characters?
That's difficult. Or favorite characters. I'll say top 5.
S.
Yeah. Top 5 favorite characters in no particular order. Vegeta, Goku, Cell, Frieza, and Trunks. Future Trunks.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I preferably prefer long hair, purple Trunks. He's just
yeah, me too. I do too.
I just love that. I'd prefer that Trunks all day, every day, instead of the blue-haired one that we got.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move into the personal questions, and then we have one more section called the real topics. So we're gonna do the personal questions. What was one of your biggest challenges in life?
That's a good question. I wish I've overcame a lot of difficult challenges so I can really choose one, but honestly, like my biggest challenge was probably just getting through school. I've had, or I still somewhat have learning disabilities, and I've really struggled a lot trying to get through school. And that would be like my focus, just trying to get through all the work. And sometimes I would miss lunch just to make sure I am getting good grades, and I would just do work instead. And that was very difficult for me. And I'm very proud of myself that I graduated, and I graduated with honors, which is pretty cool. And that was like one of the greatest accomplishments as of now in my life was walking across the stage and graduating and everything like that. So that was for me one of my biggest challenges, was just getting through school, because it was very difficult for me.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So
yeah. One thing I want to bring up, God, if he ever knows this, Cisco, I'm still mad at Cisco for this. Why the hell? And I'm joking when I say this, so I'm not really mad. Why the hell would you decide to go live and say I'm eating fried chicken and watermelon, sir?
Wait, what?
Okay,
he's live right now.
He is live. He's helping Movie Sonic stay awake. He's doing his 24-hour live stream. Yeah. Originally I was gonna make a video about Movie Sonic, and it was gonna be like inspirational video, like don't fail me. I was the first Sonic character channel to do it. Don't fucking fail me. But I was like, that's too much. I'm doing too much. But Cisco basically went live one day, and I caught him, and the title was it caught me off guard. It said eating fried chicken and watermelon at 3 a.m. And you know how they always have that fried chicken and watermelon jokes towards the black people, and me being mixed, it's like funny, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to leave the white people out, but I'm just saying. But it was a little weird. On a joking note, it was a little weird. And I was like, sir, the title is a little questionable, but I had to bring that up. But
yeah, that's something for you and Cisco to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Next question. Why are you passionate about what you do?
Good question. Well, basically, to me, it's just like I don't know. It just seems fun to me, and something that I'll just enjoy personally. That's really all it is. It really comes down to who you are as a person and what your interests are. So in my case, my interest is acting and voice acting and YouTube content creation and that kind of stuff. So that's always been my interest. So it just really depends on who you are and what you like to do. So like there's no like crazy lore reason as to like or as to why I'm very passionate about these things, but it's just something I've always just enjoyed. Sometimes it's things that you just enjoy, and there's no like rhyme or reason to it. It's just something you want to do and something you want to enjoy. So that's really it. That's really the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Next question. Who is the most influential person in your life, and how did they impact you?
Oh, that's a good question. I would probably just say, like, no one specifically, but I would just say, like, my family has always been very influential to me. And just, like, working hard and everything, and like being motivated by my father and mother and stuff, and just trying to make them proud. I'm sure that's what every child growing up wants to do, is make their parents proud, and that's really it. And yeah, it's just that's really all I can say. There's not like a celebrity or anyone in particular or specifically that's like, man, very influential to me. It's just my family, and just working hard and making them proud. So that's basically it for that.
That's true. Very, very much. We got a question from Dom Nick, and he says, so Ganon, is it easy to hit a mental burn out now than before? I know you mentioned that the Knuckles channel was more draining to you, but I wonder if it's still the case. Yes,
that's a good question. So for those of you who don't know, the reason why I did quit the Knuckles channel, I did quit the channel back in August of last year, and the reason why was simply because it was mentally exhausting, and it was just too much. It's just too much to like tap into that character and just portray that and express that, like, at that point near every single day, live on stream or in videos and stuff. But I would always like receive questions, then why don't you just tune it down a notch, or just change Knuckles' character? Then it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be true to the character that I started with. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm changing the voice or changing the character, that's not why people started watching. That's not why people subscribed. Yeah. They want what they got from the beginning. So that's something I wanted to always keep consistent. But it just became too much energy, and so I just needed to step away from that.
And I'm glad you brought that up with what they wanted from the beginning. What as I've said before, I've left the Sonic community damn near like maybe 3 or 4 times, because there are some things that I did that there was times where I almost ruined my own reputation by doing dumb shit, and I kind of learned from that over time. Like, just I've always done this thing where I would do this trust test on people, and I did that shit like a year or 2 ago, and I stopped doing that because it was hurting me, and it was hurting the people around me, and something in my head was telling me, if you keep doing this, you're gonna ruin your reputation, and that's why I stopped. I stopped because I knew if I kept doing that till this day, it wasn't gonna get me nowhere in life. So I said, look, people trust you, you trust them, people love you. And it was because I thought people didn't like me anymore. It would get to a point where people stopped talking to me less and less and less. People started showing less energy around me whenever I would pop up in VC. And that's where it led me to the whole trust shit, because I thought people didn't like me anymore. So it was always a trust issue thing. And I don't have that problem anymore. And I'm kind of glad I don't have a trust issue problem anymore. I just kind of like, well, let me get to know you first before, you know, we start to eventually talk more, you know. And that's kind of why I do these podcasts, to kind of, you know, get to know all of you guys more. And that, because since I'm being talked about a lot, it would make much more sense to eventually get to know you guys and kind of be like the since you guys are in the older range, and I have friends that are around y'all's age as well, so you know, you guys aren't the only, like, I would say in the friend area, you guys aren't like, you're not just the only person in their 20s. I have other people that I'm also friends with, and I do work with, and still friends with to this day, and still talk to, who are in their 20s and stuff, and they're pretty cool people. So it's you know, doing these podcasts kind of help, like, with getting to know someone, and it's kind of like talking one-on-one, but it's not really talking one-on-one, because if you think about it, if we was to, like, be like, you know, let's say I was going through something, I just need somebody to talk to, like, hey man, I just need somebody to talk to, man. I feel like you're the perfect fit to talk to somebody. Let's say I went to you and we got in a call privately, and I just talked about, like, all the stuff I'm going through. I just need a little boost in my day, and you know, whether you can't call and you send me a message, it'll make my day, you know. And I kind of do that with my friends as well. And you know, that I take that as a true get to know someone right there. That's a true get to know someone right there. See, with the podcast, it's kind of like getting to know each other, like through a stream or something, kind of asking each other questions live, while also being honest and truthful and everything about it, because that's kind of what it is. You talk about whatever you want, you know, and you talk about your feelings here and there. But I feel like with it on its own, without no stream, no camera, no nothing, I feel like that's a true way to get to know someone. That's a true way to get comfortable around somebody, to know who they really are, where they show their true colors at, because there's a saying, people don't show their true colors until a couple years down the line, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
And that's a lot, and I always like to show my true colors on the spot. Right when we meet, I show my I don't I show my true colors.
Like, you don't put on a mask.
Exactly. I don't like doing that. I don't like putting on a mask. I really don't. And I put that I put that on my life. When I put these truths on something, where I say, some people will say I put it on God. I don't say that anymore. I've stopped saying that, because I've grew up with my dad's side of the family. They're religious. So I grew up around that. So with me saying on God, you know, sometimes I say it on accident, but if I'm speaking to someone for real, one-on-one, I'm not going to say on God whenever I'm lying. I'm only going to say it when I'm telling the truth. You know, I'm not going to. The thing is, I don't like to talk about nothing religious. By the way, I don't do that. And so does everybody else here. We don't talk about nothing religious, but it's just a little something that I grew up with religious, so I don't say nothing about, you know, on this, on that. But whenever I say on my life, or I swear on my life, I'm being for real, I'm being honest, that's me being for real. I don't know. That's just my way of saying I'm being truthful. So back to what I was saying, you know, that right there, when someone needs help, I think that's a true way to get to know somebody, and you get comfortable around them, you know. So there's also another moment that I kind of really felt uncomfortable with, was when I think Xenoblade it was with, not to say any names, but I kind of have to, see people can know what I'm talking about here. So Julz was doing, this was the first time I actually met Julz in VR chat, and you were there. You remember?
Oh, really?
Yes. Remember, you was in your Knuckles avatar with the pink outfit and shit, and Julz was in that one world. It was in that one world from Sonic 06 or some bullcrap. And Xenoblade was there, and I think Cisco was there, and God, I'd have to, like, I don't know, but you know, I'm gonna just pull it up so you could just remember real quick, because
I think I do remember.
You remember? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we was in that one world and had that big old tower in the middle, and we was all huddled in an area, and I was like classic Shadow or whatever, and I met Julz, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm your father. Like in character wise, I was like that, and you know, it's like, it's possible to get a live abortion or something like that, and I was like, oh my god. And I think Xenoblade or Cisco, one of them two, came up to me, and they looked at they dead ass came up to me, and they looked at my stuff, and he was like, oh no, that's a minor. And I was 17 whenever that happened, and it's still to this day, it kind of brings me down that they said that. Like, I'm not trying to like put anything out there to like start anything, but that's just my feelings, and I just felt kind of butthurt about it. And I understand. I understand why they did that. They didn't want to put themselves in danger. They don't, and I understand that. And now I know how it feels. Since I'm 18 and I'm of age, I can get in trouble for talking to damn near anybody at any age. Like anybody under my age, I can get in trouble for that shit, and I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to be framed on the internet for I don't want to do that. That's not who I am, and I never will be like that. It's okay to, you know, if you're friends with, if you have friends who are under the age of you, the only difference that makes it different is because they've been your friends since you was under the of age. But if you're talking to somebody that is not the of age of 18 or 19 or older, then that's when the problem arises, and you got to walk away and kind of, you know, it's gonna hurt, but you will feel butthurt because you're like, oh my god, you're like my favorite idol or whatever, you know. And that's kind of what happened there. But at the time I didn't understand, and I really didn't care, honestly. I did not care. I was just so focused on like, oh my god, I met Julz for the first time, and you know, that's all I was worried about. But now thinking about it, it's like it kind of butthurts because it takes me a while to think about things from the past, because me too. I don't think about the past side that much. So it kind of, you know, again, it's not to make anybody else but hurt, whoever is close to these guys or is friends with these guys. This is just how I feel. It's just my intentional thoughts. That's how I felt back then, and I still kind of feel that way now that I am that age, you know. So it's cool at the end of the day, because I've also had problems with a certain someone else that so-and-so used to work with, and we're not going to talk about that. That is not what this is about. So we're gonna move on.
Please, it's getting into like the
serious
possible stirring into the drama territory, which I avoid. Like, I don't do drama stuff.
Same.
So
all right, so last question, okay, on the personal questions. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a very good question. That's very hard to say, because anything can happen in just 1 year, you know? Like, who knows? My life could change in November of this year. You just never know. So that's really something that I can't confidently answer, because you have no idea when your life can change. Like, all of our lives can change tomorrow. We just don't know what each day I can't even talk. We don't know what each day brings. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, it's really, really hard to like kind of predict where we would be, because like you could try to do one thing and be like, try to go all in, try and do this thing that you want to do, and then all of a sudden this comes out of nowhere, and you want to be like, all right, fine, I'll try this other thing which I really don't care for, and then you try this other thing that you didn't care for initially, and then all of a sudden, holy crap, this is my thing. You know what I mean? So it's just, you can't really pinpoint that. You can't really honestly, or at least I can't really see where I would be. Where I want to be as of now, though, if I were to answer, would hopefully acting. Like, hopefully I could be an actor, or at least starting off, get a couple movies, you know, behind me and stuff like that, or voice actor. Just have some more professional voice acting experience behind me, that kind of stuff. Up and coming actor or up and coming voice actor. So that'd be pretty cool. But again, you never know what life will, or you just don't know what life has in store for you.
Bring you in the future.
Yes, exactly. So
yeah. All right, so that's all of the questions finally all done. Now we're gonna move into that one question that at Crystal Studios we talked about it, and I was like, I'm gonna ask Ganvious about this tomorrow. See, turn off the music, cause
the air question.
The air question. So here's the air question. You ready?
Okay.
So what is air plus air? Wait, you gotta answer.
Air plus
air. Plus air. Air plus air. What is air plus air? What does it give you when you have air plus air?
H2O? I don't know.
Isn't H2O water? Wait, is
it?
Yo, chat, we're actually fucking dumb. Holy shit.
I'm actually stupid. Hang on.
Wait, oh my god, we're both searching that shit up. Oh my god. Yo, oh nah. Yo,
I'm thinking of this big brain thing where air plus air equals H2O. I mean, it does make sense. Wait a minute. It is water. No. I'm reverting back my stupidity here, because if you add air to air, it would get moist. It'll create moisture, which creates water, which is H2O. Nah.
No.
Gotcha. I win.
No. Listen. I would say I don't agree with that. Listen.
Why?
Because when you have air plus air, it doesn't give you water. Listen.
So what does it give you?
Okay, water makes steam, right?
Yeah.
When it's heated or whatever.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about just plain air, let's just say you take a bag and you fill it up with air, and now you have the air around the bag. You open up the air, and the molecules and the atoms mix together, and it gives it a different kind of air, like never before. See, the atoms and the molecules mix up with the bag's air. You know, you might put your bad breath in there, and then you might have molecules and stuff in there. And then the air, like in your room or around the bag, you finally open up. Now the air coming out the bag is being mixtured with the air in the room. Now you have a new air. You have new air. You know, that because all the molecules and the stuff is mixed together and gives it that new air. So it doesn't make H2O. It doesn't. It just makes a new air.
But here's the thing. Despite making new air, if you do make new air, but hang on. It doesn't stick around. The moment you create the new air, it immediately it's gone. It ceases to exist. It's there maybe for a millisecond, but after that, it ceases to exist, because we can't be like, all right, there's a new type of air to be added. It's not like a new element to add. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So sure, you can create the air, but it doesn't mean it's gonna stay created. Like it's not gonna be like a floating. You don't see the floating particles, and you can't really feel it. You can't leave it in one space and expect it to be in the same space if you wake up tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, so in my opinion, air plus air, realistically, air plus air equals air. Just nothing. Just it's the exact same as you put in. So if like you were to blow a bubble, you would have a bubble, right? But it's the same air that you put into that bubble. It's because it you know what I mean?
Oh no, we got.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. Spyro King asks, okay, this is the weirdest question. Like, what is up? If you fart in a bag of air, then what? You get gas. Duh.
The gas is already there. Yeah, you already had gas.
The gas is coming from you. You know? Like, yo, y'all gotta stop with these weird ass questions. like what? All right. Okay. I mean, that's a reasonable answer, but I still think my answer is the best. Because you see, I graduated from Harvard when I was -1 years old. Don't
I
ask
knew
me.
it.
Just don't ask me how you're -1 years old. Just, let's just say when I was -20 years old, before I came into the real world, I was living life. I was rich, and as soon as I hit 0, I became a poor guy. I was being raised by my mom, and as soon as I hit school, I was like, well, what is this life? And if I die, I'm gonna be +1 years old. So when I enter +1 years old, then I'm gonna be graduating from Heaven University or Hell University. You never know. And once I graduate from one of those universities, I'm gonna be the doctor, the lawyer, the engineer, the mechanic. I'm gonna be all those. Like, I'm gonna be making $1 million in one day. We all wish that, side eye, but trying to change the topic. Okay. Right.
Yeah, you just completely, utterly fried the rest of my brain. So now my brain is gone. I had about 5% of my brain left, and you just fried the last 5%. Me before the podcast, I would have never said H2O, that air plus air equals H2O, because H2O is water. But I said that during the podcast, so I try my best to cover up my stupid mistake by putting logic into it. So I got like nothing left. I am on my last speck of brainage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right. So I wanna. Real quick, I want to get this out the way before we talk about anything else. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I did talk about this with Julz. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get his thoughts on it, and now I want your thoughts. So,
Okay.
I've stuck my head around so much drama that, when I talk about it with anybody else, all they're willing to do is listen, but they won't have no idea what I'm talking about. They won't. Why? Because they don't stick their heads in drama.
Well, I don't do that either.
Yeah. So, I wanted to talk about my thoughts on like the Sonic character channel tubing community, and its own drama. Now, not the Sonic community drama where they hate the games. I'm talking about like, like certain channels have a scary backstory, just that type of stuff. So this is the part where we do not call out names. This is the part where we don't, okay? And I'm not going to talk about this for no longer than like, I'm not talking about this part for long because I want to get to the other part. So what I've had to experience with the drama and the Sonic character little thing, and I wasn't a part of it. I ended up being put in it a lot, either because of me or because of someone else, and all I was doing was helping. And whenever I help, it doesn't work. I don't know why, but I would tell someone, "Hey, don't focus on that person. You having drama with that person? Cut ties with them. Don't even negotiate with them. Don't even do it. Just stop talking." The only bad part is you got people acting childish, making videos and call out videos. That's the problem. I see so many call out videos on my recommendations about somebody that I know personally, that I've probably been friends with or I know some of, and it's either about somebody popular or it's about somebody on the lower end spectrum. And a great example of that, I have two friends. I have one of my guy friends and one of my female friends. And mind you, the anonymous female friend is somewhere in her 30s. And the other guy is a teenager. He's like 16, okay? So mind you, as the grand 18-year-old, I want to be the older person. I want to be the most mature and step in and say, "Hey, y'all got to break this crap up. You are too old for this. You're too young for this. I'm just stick in the middle. Somebody got to grow the hell up." And if somebody can agree on one thing, I wouldn't recommend you say anything, Ganvious, just so you don't get in trouble. So I would say
No, again, like
yeah.
I'm very confused because I've expressed like I don't do drama. I
Yeah.
stay away from that.
Yeah. So
I mean, I'll make a comment about the topic of it.
mm,
Here, like, this is how I avoid drama. I just stick to what I'm doing, which is my own content. Just Ganvious videos, just record videos, have fun. That's it. And I don't talk about people behind their back. I don't engage in anything petty like that unless unless I am forced into it. If like someone calls me out or makes up something about me that is untrue, for a random reason, if I'm just doing my own thing and like someone calls me out, then that's when I'll take action, and I'll make sure I take the best action and really try to figure that out.
yeah.
But for the most part, if people are having drama with each other, it's something that they have to work out themselves and try to figure it out themselves, and that's just how it is. And I just choose not to get involved with people. Like people are like, dude, help me out here, or try to drag me into it when it doesn't even involve me, then I would respectfully decline. I'm like, this is your thing, and this is something that you got to do.
Basically what he's saying, chat, is you need to just, as I've said before, we wouldn't want to say like, oh, you need to suck it up and figure it out on your own. But at the same time, though, like, you kind of do need to figure it out on your own. If it's a problem you can't handle, that is a honest cue to say, walk away from it. Just walk away, cut everything off, get off the internet, go outside, go in your bed, lay down, listen to music, find something else to do throughout the day so you can take your mind off of it, and don't try to go to your friends and be petty like yada 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 yada. Don't do this, because I feel like this needs to be brought upon, because it's starting to when I tell you, Ganvious, I see it damn near every day, and it aggravates me to the point where I did the right thing. I stepped out before it got bad for me. It was about to get real bad for me just for helping somebody, because two people can't grow up. So I said, you know what? I'm not finna ruin my reputation. I'm going to get out, and I'm just going to stay quiet. I'm going to stay anonymous about it. I might see it, but who's to say I'm going to, I might comment on it, about it. I might have my own thoughts like we're having now. But, we're not finna talk about somebody behind their back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Now the people those types of people who I am probably referring to, or there might be some people who know who I'm talking about, you don't go back and say anything, because that's going to be on my part, not Ganvious, because Ganvious didn't say nothing about it. All he said was this, that, and the other. Just stay to yourself. It's going to be on me.
Exactly. It's not my business. That's the thing.
And Julz said the same thing when me and Julz were talking about the Sign to Me community drama. He said the same thing. He prefers to stay to himself. He doesn't stick himself in that. And yeah, we're basically getting the same answer here. And I promise you, if I do this with all the other people, they're going to say the same thing. Now, my friends, it's a little different because they've been there in the drama itself. So they can relate with me more than you guys about it. But I'm hoping that they don't, and they're not petty about it either. It's just, I really don't try to, if they do end up being that way, I don't try to be around that. And so I'm kind of glad that, I'm taking time out my day to find something else. I would just go on YouTube. I've been just watching videos. I'm watching Mr. Beast videos. I'm just watching all kind of stuff. I might be on Discord just chilling. I might be on VR chat just chilling, playing my game, just chilling. You can hear a pattern here. I'm just chilling. I'm not doing anything. And the same goes with Ganvious, same goes with Julz. The only difference about Julz is he's just a busy man. He's a bad responder. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he is.
He stated this.
Let's start drama of Julz. Let's go. This is drama.
We're gonna make fun of Julz now.
Yeah, let's make fun of Julz.
We're all joking.
He does
guys.
not respond.
He doesn't respond.
When he does, it's already too late.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I did want to bring this up. And it's okay, and I am okay with bringing this up, and I'm pretty sure he is too, because he said himself, because I donated him like $4 the other day, and he said, "Well, Mini Julz, I seen your DM, and I just know I'm a bad responder. Zeno knows and stuff like that, so." He's already confirmed that he's a bad responder, so he knows it himself. But he's just a busy man, so it's okay. But I know it's a big thing to ask someone this, especially when you don't know somebody very well. But I was like, damn, our podcast went really well, and stuff like that. I think we had a pretty good time. So I'm thinking like, let me. He's been knowing of me for, I don't know how long he's been knowing of me, but he said he's heard of me before, way before I did my 24-hour live stream. But I was like, well, since we've been knowing of each other, not knowing each other, but knowing of, for like the past couple months, and we finally did a little collab together, I was thinking like, oh, let me ask him if we could do like a video collab. But then once I asked him that, I asked him that like on July 6, like three days ago from today. Yeah, like that was a big gap, and if he's saying that it happens, then I don't get mad about that. I don't get mad about when someone doesn't respond to me, because honestly, like, people got lives, and maybe they don't got time for that, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, even at times, like I can fall guilty to that, like not responding. Sometimes I'll be literally out, like at a store or running errands or something, quickly checking my phone, got a message. I'm like, okay, I'll get to that in a second. I'll respond to that later. And then I just completely forget about it. So like, it's just, it's a thing. It's a human thing where we're constantly moving, constantly doing stuff. And sometimes we just forget to respond. And usually, I feel very bad for it when I do. When I do forget. But yeah, it's just, it happens. It happens sometimes. But ultimately, I know I try my best to respond.
Yeah.
As quickly as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm sure Julz does the same.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he has all kind of other stuff he's planned. The question I asked him was, it's a really big ask. That's why I was kind of I didn't want to ask. It was too soon. So you can agree with me. You can have your comment on it if you want. I take all criticism. Okay, so once I say this, say whatever you'd like, because my friend said the same thing. My friends had said that when you ask somebody for like a big deal, like asking to actually collaborate with them, that's a big deal that they got to think about. So that's exactly what I did with Julz. I was like, hey, you want to do like a little collab video? Because I was thinking like a reaction video, because I always do. That's the first thing I always do when I collab with somebody for the first time and never been on my channel before. I always do a reaction video first. And then 3 days later, since he's seen it, he said that, I'm sorry, dude. At the moment, I don't know a lot about you, so until we get to know each other, we can't collab. And I said, that's understandable all the way. And that's okay. It's and that's just, this goes for everybody else. Whenever you want to collab, whether they big or small, you gotta kind of be prepared for that. Actually, you gotta be prepared to be told that they're gonna say they're gonna reject it for the time being, but probably down the line, if they know in their head that if once they get to know you and they start talking about you a lot and you start talking about them, that clearly show, like when someone talks about you, that just shows how good of a person you are when they start talking about a lot about you, meaning you have potential with that person to become really good friends and trustable friends. And so again, I wasn't butthurt when he asked me that, because I've gotten, I wouldn't say rejected, but I've been told no because of we don't know each other like that. I've been there, done that. And it's not, I haven't gotten butthurt when I was first even asked that. So it's all cool, it's just You know, he's a busy man. He's got these arcs he's doing. He's got all kind of stuff he wants to do, and he wants to get him out the way, you know. And I see that with him, like, you know, not responding as much, it would take a little longer to get to know each other. You know, having the podcast to get to know each other for those hours is one thing, but as I've said before, a true way to get to know somebody is if you guys actually talk outside of off camera and all of that. And again, not everyone really has the time to do that. And some people do. So if you guys just want to, if somebody's going through something, you know, think of that as like a way to like to talk with them a little bit more on what's going on. You know, maybe they do want to have time to kind of cheer you up and boost your day. You know, you started the beginning of a possible friendship, you know. And that's kind of how I did with all of my other friends as well. I didn't know of them, so we started being in streams together, and we didn't text a lot. And when we started seeing each other in streams more, we started talking more, got to know each other more, and that's how we did it, honestly. So that's kind of how you get online friends in a way. You just kind of meet up with them elsewhere and kind of maybe pop in their chat and say, what's up, how you doing, kind of update on how they're doing, or they update you on how they're doing, you know, kind of just keep up with life here and there. And that's, keeping up with life is literally the key to getting along with someone and being kind of close to them, you know. I have a couple older people who are in their 20s. I look up to them as like a bigger brother or a bigger cousin or something like that, because that's kind of who they remind me of. Since they're not around my age, you know, I would definitely look up to them as like an older brother or something, you know. You know, it's just, that's kind of how I look up to like the older crowd. When I look down on the younger crowd, like who's 16 and under or whatever, I'd be like, you're like a fun person to hang around with. You're very sometimes chaotic here and there, but also really good to talk to. I like to talk with people that I can actually talk my feelings with. That I kind of like talking around those people, and that is not to brag about it, but again, the older crowd. I've always talked with the older crowd, and I've always like, why do I only talk to people who are older than me? And they understand me. Why do I understand them on a level sometimes? I've always never knew the answer to that question. Maybe am I maturing faster than I think I am? Or I don't know what it is. Or maybe I'm just good at talking to those types of people. Because when I talk to people around my age, they give me a goddamn attitude. I'm like, what the heck did I do? That's the problem. So, especially...
Yeah. I think, personally, it's definitely a maturing thing. Because growing up, I've always actually connected more with people who are me, and was able to actually talk to them more. And I'm for the most part pretty young, and like my group of friends by only like a few years and stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things where when you talk to a somewhat older individual, you're able to learn some lessons, and you're able to connect with them, because you know, mostly growing up, if you grew up with people your age or same age as you, usually they're immature. That's just how it is. Obviously, it depends on the person, but usually, most likely they're immature in that regard. Yeah. And then again, it all depends on like comparing and contrasting maturities. So like I would say that you're almost on the same boat as me when it comes to talking to people who are older than you.
Mic is lagging. Holy crap! Oh my god!
My mic is lagging.
No, not from the stream. Holy crap! Hold on, I need to pause the music because this happened with Julz.
Uh-oh.
we're all lagging. God damn it! This happened with Julz. I don't know why does this happen. Let me see if I do this. I don't even know if that fixed that. I don't even know how I fixed it last. Pause the music because this happened with Julz. Oh my god, the lag is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, wait. I'm waiting for it. Let me see if I do this. Okay. I don't even know if that fixed that. I don't even know how I fixed it last. Okay. I think I got it. Chat. Is everything good?
Can you guys hear us?
Are we
Hello?
are we
Are we coming in clear?
Oh my god, I don't think we are. I don't know how I fixed it with Julz because this same thing happened. I think it's I don't know. I'm starting to think it's with OBS. Cause I mainly stream on Streamlabs and I don't on OBS. I don't know. I think it's I don't know what's going on.
Oh, like my end is you're good. Like on stream, it's my mic.
I mean, you're good.
Or I mean, it's the desktop, your desktop audio, I guess maybe.
I guess. Wait, let me see if I just. Let's see if I do this then. What if I do that and then add the Discord back? And yeah, you should be good. I think it should be fixed.
Okay. All right. Testing. 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I'm gonna listen to playback.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, it is good now. It's good now. Yeah, I checked it. It's good now. We should be able to continue.
Yep. Okay, we're good. Yep.
All right. Cool.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah. So the whole maturity thing, I think that's what it is. I think the reason why you're able to connect with people older than you is because, and like you are mature, I'd say. Or at least you're up to their maturity level, so they're able to be casual with you and chat with you and connect and stuff, and
yeah,
that's always pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I can agree with that wholeheartedly.
Mhm.
All right, so now that we got that out the way, okay, all right, so next I want to I want to tell you about my character actually.
Okay.
So since you don't know a lot about Sonic, at least you'll have something from a little something from me. Okay. So I play a character named King Shadow. Basically Shadow the Hedgehog, but if he was a king, and it was way in the Archie comics, and there was a comic titled Mobius 30 years later, and there's an alternate timeline called Light Mobius. It was called the Light Timeline, okay? And it was King Shadow was a counterpart to Mobius Prime Shadow the Hedgehog, the actual Archie Shadow the Hedgehog. So King Shadow was just an alternate version of him in the Light timeline. So that's how it's called, Light Mobius.
I see. Yeah.
Yes.
See.
So in the canon Archie universe, King Shadow was an evil tyrant, where he tortured Sonic's friends, and King Sonic was driven out. So Sally became queen with King Shadow. They got married, and when King Sonic finally came back, he came back with his friends, Laura Sue, which is Knuckles' daughter in the Archie comics, Julie Sue, which is Knuckles' lover. Some people say that's his cousin, but I don't truly believe that. But that's his lover in the Archie comics, Julie Sue. And yes, that's from the Little Echidna tribe and race from the Echidna race. So the Echidnas have the power to use the chaos energy to take chaos energy away and give chaos energy, and that's exactly what King Shadow had. I don't know how.
I see.
I don't know
That's
how
cool.
they were able to do that, but they gave King Shadow a really cool power. So King Shadow got in a fight with King Sonic, but King Sonic lost because King Sonic hasn't fought in a while. And King Shadow gets defeated by Larasu, who also has that power, and put King Shadow in suspended animation with chaos control. King Shadow was put in a testing tube, one of his testing tubes, by Leanda, who's also an Echidna, which is kin to Larasu and Knuckles and all of them. She was the leader of a corporate called the Dark Legion, and she ruled under King Shadow as like a co-host, a co-ruler. And 5 years later, there was another comic, not 5 years later, there was another comic, but in the comics 5 years later, the Archie Comics people, they made another comic called Mobius 35 years later. And so 5 years prior from the 30 years later comic, King Shadow comes back, and he doesn't know what has been going on those 5 years. King Sonic is king again. The world is at a better place. Now that King Shadow's out because Leanda released him, he goes to the catacombs beneath the castle itself and goes to a very private, dangerous room where Chaos, which is a fused version of Tikal and Chaos itself. And she's made out of chaos energy.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is King Shadow releases her, and everybody, all the Dark Legion soldiers are like, you shouldn't be doing that. She's really, really dangerous. And King Shadow was so a menace that there was this wristband on Leanda that kept her existence. All King Shadow had to do was snap that on her wrist and smash it, and she would disappear from existence completely. She'd be non-existent. That's exactly what he did. He didn't give two fucks. King Shadow said, fuck this. I'm doing this shit my way. I'm the king around here. So he released to Chaos, and to Chaos needed chaos energy. With obviously King Shadow being the edgy, evil guy he is, he gives to Chaos too much chaos energy, and she turns into the Chaos Water God, but without the water. He's the god, the water god is now made out of flesh, made out of chaos energy now. So now it's a lot harder to defeat. But gets defeated by the Freedom Fighters, which is Sonic and all of his friends from like the TV shows and all of that. So here's where it gets different. I step in, the great behold mini Julz steps in and saves the day and changes his story completely. We got the Distraught King arc. We got the Multiverse Madness arc. We just got done with the Infinite Illusions arc about a couple months ago. And I haven't written it yet, but I'm going to be currently writing for the finale arc of the year called the Fallen Crown arc, where this is where King Shadow is going to go through a lot of trials and tribulations compared to the other arcs. The Distraught King arc, to sum it up, not going into detail, but to sum it up, is King Shadow gets distraught, he gets angry, he lets his chaos energy itself take over him. Mind you, King Shadow is a good person. He's not even evil tyrant anymore. He's met friends all across the multiverse. They got characters called Oglivie, which is a Sonic from his own universe called the Alternoverse. Oglivie the Hedgehog. We got Mocha, which from her own universe is from the Vera universe. I know OC like, but really cool. We had two other characters, but one of them died. His name's Ollie. He represents classic Sonic, and Drift also represents like Sonic Adventure Sonic, Teenager Sonic. And we also had another Shadow called Zero Shadow, which was Oglivie's Shadow, but the VA himself didn't want to do it anymore, so he left. So, Zero Shadow doesn't exist. There's also another character called Knight. She's mainly like she's not really a Mobian, so, and neither is the other character Mocha. They're not Mobians. They're their own species. So we have that, and we also have Knuckles, but it's the Knuckles from the Alternoverse, and that Knuckles now he has a robot eye. He looks different. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's just say that Knuckles didn't have a great ending. He kind of there was a lot of S words in one of my friends' arcs because he's the best at making very villainous arcs. One of the best at making plot twists. So, yeah, he'll get you in your feelings a little bit if you love like seeing what the characters go through in our own perspective. We kind of make it rated. We do these little things called lore live streams, and we make them like M for mature because we wanted to have gore, blood, and all that crazy stuff to make it really pop out, make it the true self, the way we want to write it, So that Knuckles didn't get a great ending, by the way, but that Knuckles is really a nicer version. All the characters are nice. The only one that's very sarcastic is obviously the Oglivie. Very sarcastic. You get in an argument with him, you ain't winning that shit because he'll keep going. But continuing on, yeah, so how that happened. I don't know if you know the character Surge the Tin Wreck, because again, you don't know a lot about Sonic.
I do not.
So, funny thing, it's okay. Julz laughed about it, so I don't know if you let's just say King Shadow and Surge, they're actually together, like they're in a relationship. So, I thought it'd been cool because they're both created by somebody. And I thought they would have had a lot to relate to. So you got Queen Surge instead of just Surge. You got Queen Surge, and then you got King Shadow. So they're together. They did have a child. Yes. But what happened is in the first arc that I did, they died from a virus, and so he got angry, got upset. His chaos energy took over him, and he just wanted power after that. He was back to his evil ways. And he just went ham. He built a machine called the Collider, put a rift in the sky, fucking tried to bring the Time Eater back itself. Fucking Silkadoom, which is a DNA of Sonic and Shadow, was there. There's these wars called the Robotnik Wars. So the first and the second one happened in the Archie Comics canonly. And the third one was by me. And everybody was fighting for their life. And then Oglivie had to sacrifice himself by going in the rift. And then that's when one of my friends did his own arc, which is the follow-up from mine, called The Forgotten Realm, which I'm not getting into that because there's a lot in that. Moving on into the second arc, called the Multiverse Madness arc, based off the title. You probably already know how that goes. King Shadow was actually wanted in the multiverse. There's these people called the Dark Hunters, because he went too fast trying to find a specific item Knuckles told him to go find, which was actually Sir Gawain from the Sonic and the Black Knight games, or game, that told him, there's this artifact. Apparently you have a mother, and apparently since King Sonic's missing, you might be able to find him, because King Sonic did go missing, and King Shadow has a mother, which I'm going to get into that backstory a bit. So he kind of went too fast by going faster than the speed of light, of course. He caused a disruption in the multiverse. Fast forward, King Shadow finds King Sonic, finds the mother, finds out that they were working for the Dark Hunters. And so then you got the final battle. After the final battle, they seal all of the cracks that King Shadow put. They all head back to their respectful worlds, while the mother named Gloom the Hedgehog and King Sonic went with King Shadow because they do belong in the Light Mobius world. Next arc is called the Infinite Illusions arc. Obviously, the main villain is Infinite, but was told by Infinite to go fuse with his version of Sonic. So then you have a new fusion called Infinite Sonic. And so basically Infinite Sonic was ordered by Mephiles to go and take King Shadow's Chaos Energy power, because King Shadow in his world is the strongest compared to King Sonic. King Sonic would stand a chance, but not on the level as King Shadow is with those Chaos powers. So, fast forward, you get Infinite Sonic destroying 50% and killing 50% of the Light Mobius city, which was called the Kingdom of Chaos, and now rebranded as the Royal Empire. Julz said it would be like an Eggman thing, but I was like, nah. So it'd be called the Royal Empire, and then Infinite Sonic gave them 4 days before Infinite Sonic would destroy the planet of Light Mobius. Instead of it being an alternate timeline, I decided to make it its own planet. It would make much more sense. So fast forward, King Sonic, King Shadow, and Tails would get on a plane. Tails was playing, and they would go to the other side of Light Mobius because apparently there's a random Phantom Ruby detected. Turns out it was in the lava reef in the planet, and now there's this old machine of Eggman. Since Eggman is dead, King Shadow did kill Eggman in a very brutal way by chaining him up on the wall and tearing his insides out, and apparently destroying his soul with the power of chaos. I don't know how I even made that up, but it's a canon thing in my story. So, I was like, damn, I didn't know I'd be making King Shadow like that, but he was an evil tyrant, and he is supposed to be at that level of evil. Maybe more evil than Mephiles, but Mephiles is like the smart evil character. King Shadow just goes and does it like a chaotic person. So, fast forward, they get into another realm, a realm called the Dark Mobius timeline. Originally, that's what it was, but I made it into a realm. That's where Infinite Sonic was building his tall ass tower, and then King Shadow's brother, which I'll get into how all that is. King Shadow's brother named Strife the Hedgehog, older brother. They get into a pickle because Strife was working for Infinite Sonic. Fights later, King Shadow wins, and he goes to fight. King Shadow goes to fight Infinite Sonic. He rescues one of his old friends, Lawrasu, who was the one that defeated King Shadow, but they ended up getting on good terms eventually. So he rescued her, and then he went to go fight Infinite Sonic, and it took King Shadow almost 4 rounds to fight Infinite Sonic. King Shadow did it all through base form. He didn't want to use the Chaos Emeralds, and he didn't want to use the Super Emeralds, nor the Master Emerald, because it is stated in the IDW comics by Eggman himself, the Phantom Ruby is far more powerful and holds more energy than the Master Emerald. That is a canon thing. And since Sega has confirmed that the IDW comics is connected to the games, that proves point that Infinite could have been a better villain for Sonic Forces than what he was brought out to be. So, fast forward, King Shadow does win with a Chaos Blast, but the only downside is whoever is in control of that realm, when they die, that realm starts to close on itself and becomes non-existent, so they all had to run out. And that's the end of that arc, and I don't want to spoil what I have next, because this arc, this one's going to need a lot of people, and I've already got them all ready. I just need to write it, and I'm too lazy to write. And I don't really experience writer's block like Julz does, because Julz has explained he gets writer's block.
Yeah, he does quite a bit.
Yeah, and I understand that wholeheartedly, but I don't get it as much as everybody else does. I kind of just type, and new shit just keeps popping in my head, like, oh my god. And again, I've already planned out the overall story. The overall story for the next arc is King Shadow kind of loses his role as king by his own friends, because Mephiles will kind of try to be the good guy. This is where the smart villain plays his smart villainous role to try to play the victim and get rid of and try to frame King Shadow into being the bad guy. And just things get worse from there with King Shadow. And King Shadow is getting a new form in there as well that will be able to defeat Mephiles. And that's all I can really say about it because there's a lot more to it than what I'm saying. But that's it on the lore with King Shadow. Now the backstory is basically Gerald wanted more than just Shadow the Hedgehog. He wanted a black hedgehog family, and he wanted to have royalty on them. So he created the mother, the father, Shadow the Hedgehog, who becomes King Shadow as we know, and the older brother Strife. Once they were let out of the testing tube, Gerald told them who they were, so they knew and they weren't confused. Shadow didn't bother to pay attention, so that's why he was the only one that didn't know who he was. And now there was a moment, fast forward, there was a moment where everybody else was busy, and Gerald ordered his Maria and King Shadow / Shadow before King to go fix something on the emergency eject door. Here's where things get bad for past King Shadow. As they were working on it, a couple bolts kind of rolled across the floor, and Maria said, "No, Shadow, I already have some bolts." And King Shadow was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick." I don't think I told this part to Julz because I think I left some parts out. But King Shadow kind of went to the restroom, came back. Maria was trying to work on it because apparently the bolts were getting rusted. So the bolts turn for the door to open, but the door opens so fast, and if you're close enough to it, you will get ejected out of the arc itself, and you don't want that to happen. So basically, past King Shadow kind of trips over something, a little wire, and his hand accidentally hits the eject button as Maria was working on it because King Shadow was in a rush to show Maria something, and Maria gets ejected out of the arc while King Shadow kind of chaos controlled away from the force of the ejection. And from a distance, King Shadow had to watch Maria float in space as her body froze up. And the last thing she told King Shadow was, "I love you, make the world a better place." And she froze up, and seconds later, her body exploded because her body became unfunctionable. So he had to sit there and witness that in front of he had to witness that. He had to sit there and witness that. He wouldn't go tell Gerald and the other black hedgehogs. They were all, Gerald was crying, obviously, because that was his granddaughter. And obviously past King Shadow was crying because that was like his best friend. And he was meant to cure her illness. And that's kind of the backstory. So basically, for the arc part, and then fast forward, we got an abusive father who doesn't like past King Shadow as a child. So Gloom the mother favored King Shadow as a baby more than which Strife favored his father. Then the father called it a virus. Then he died, and then Strife got depressed about it because he was so close with his father and not the mother. And Strife ran away, and then King Shadow ended up having to live on the ark for the most of his life until he reached the age of 50, where he can't age anymore. And that's when he reached the age of 50, he flew down because he found out there was another hedgehog that looked like him, and he thought he was a fake. And they fought, obviously, and then 30 years later, King Shadow wanted to become king, and that's kind of how that leads into the backstory, leads into the canon Archie comics. Then the canon Archie comics, the ending of it leads into my story, and now we're at the finale, the final arc. That hasn't been written yet, but has an overall of it, and that's kind of King Shadow right there for you. Really not much else, and I've had to build his character just like Julz is with his Shadow, trying to make the characters have a lot of stuff on them.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's kind of a good thing. I like to kind of,
Yeah, that was a lot to take in.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Like that's it's good though. It is very interesting, and I'm very very happy that that you're doing this and that you're passionate about this. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see how this is going to end. Because like you said, you haven't really written that yet. But it sounds like when you do write, you do come up with the ideas, and you don't, like you said before, you don't really get writer's block as like Julz does, and that's pretty cool that you do have all these ideas and you can add on to the Archie stuff and everything like that. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm very excited to see like the finished product and the whole story all together. So that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
So, another thing I'm gonna also bring up is I also do what's called lore live streams. So,
Hmm.
basically, I go live on a platform called StreamYard. I don't know if you've heard of it before.
I
Um,
think I have.
it's mainly like it's like an online streaming platform you do from your browser.
Yeah.
It's actually meant to be like a podcast, actually, but you could do anything you want with it because it's also streaming, and obviously you got to pay for it. Because the bad part about it is with the free version, the unpaid version, if you don't pay for it, you are limited to 20 hours of streaming, which I don't stream that much, so it doesn't hurt because I stream mainly with the software that I have, like OBS and all of that. Um, and you're only allowed to have 6 people on screen and a certain amount of people in the backstage. So once your boy getting his paycheck this Friday, so boom boom, you know what I mean. But
Nice.
um, once I get that paid, I'll pay for the professional, which is like the most bought. Pay for the professional version instead of the basic. You'll have 10 people on screen, and you'll have more people you can hold backstage, and you can have custom backgrounds. You can remove the logo. You can have all kind of stuff to it, and I'm just really excited to that. I gotta get that CapCut Pro because I use CapCut to edit all my videos, and that's just I can't do Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. I can't do that. It's too advanced for me. I can't learn it. It would take me too long. CapCut was what I always use. I'm familiar with the software and the build of it. Yeah, I'm used to the UI, the
Hmm.
stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of what I do. Kind of just go live on that, and I'll have profile pictures of the characters, emotions. I'll have music in the background depending on the theme. So there's certain musics that I have to go through YouTube and find the right ones for certain feels and themes and emotions for certain scenes.
Hmm.
Um, if you're wondering if we do this based on improv, which is like you're just doing it off your top of your head, the wording is based off of improv. The things we say as the characters, we come up with. But the actions is what helps us say what we need to say. And it's kind of like if we're like talking as the characters to each other, like to ourselves. The wording isn't scripted, but the actions are scripted. I always like to
Hmm.
script the actions of what is done and what needs to be done. So
Yeah.
I've always been doing that since I've started writing, and I think I'm getting better at writing, and I hope to also be, I hope to have more people to write with me or for me or write for them or with them, and I hope one day that my writing gets very well known. I just really got to talk about it more honestly because I don't talk about it as much. I don't even talk about it around my friends because it's like maybe they're not interested in that right now. Maybe whenever I actually write something down, then I'll say something about it, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's King Shadow. That's his backstory, and that's also what I do with the whole lore live streams. It's kind of what it's about. You just go live and just live role play and just have fun and just kind of create lore for your character, and that's kind of all we do. Just
Hmm.
have fun. Yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
yeah. So, all right. So, all right. So Have you seen the trailers for Dragon Ball Spark and Zero?
I have, yes.
Do you know a lot of the Dragon Ball characters? I think you said you didn't.
When did I say I didn't know much of the Dragon Ball?
Well, you said something. I think somebody asked you about like what are your like top favorite Dragon Ball characters?
No, top like. Well, yeah, someone asked me top favorite Dragon Ball characters, but how does that? I'm confused as to what favorites have to do with knowledge of characters existing.
I mean, I don't
Just
know.
Just because I have 10 or 5 favorites doesn't mean I don't know 50.
Okay.
So I am a giant Dragon Ball. Like I know my Dragon Ball.
Okay.
I haven't finished watching Super, but I've watched and rewatched OG Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT.
Okay.
So
but you're aware of like all of Goku's forms, and you know all of
yeah.
even though
Oh
you
yeah.
haven't
Oh
finished
yeah.
Super, you would know all
Yeah.
the forms. Okay.
I do. Yeah.
So, this next topic I want to talk about is the next characters to be showcased for Dragon Ball Spark and Zero, because there are still some slots that are not shown, and I wanted to just get a thing of like, what characters do we think are going to be shown in the next trailer that they show, because the game is coming out in October, I believe. And I wanted to talk about and kind of just not sum up, but like guess what characters we might get in the next trailer that they do show. So I need to kind of like pull up what we have already. I need to go to the recent trailer.
I already know what characters they need to show.
I do too. And I'm trying to pull up the roster so I can talk about it better. I just
like,
okay. Let's see.
I've seen the roster. So it's mostly about like who's missing.
Yeah. Okay, so so far we have some of the Z Sokka characters. We have basically all of Goku's forms. We have all of them.
Yep.
We have all of Vegeta. No, we don't have all of Vegeta's forms. We don't, because he's missing Blue Evolution. He's missing that form. He doesn't. That's not there in the section, because we only have God, Super Blue, base form, and even old Dragon Ball Z Vegeta. We have all of Broly's forms. We don't have all of Gohan. I'm hoping for Gohan. They don't even have Teen Gohan in this. We don't have base form Teen Gohan. We don't have Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. We only have adult Gohan and adult Super Gohan, and I'm hoping they add Beast Gohan from the superhero movie. We don't have Super 17 as well. We only have Android 17. I think there's some forms of Future Trunks that's missing as well, like the Limit Breaker one with the blue aura around him. We're missing that as well. But we have the old time Trunks, the long-haired Trunks, my personal favorite.
Mine too.
We have some other Tournament of Power characters that I just don't favorably like because they're annoying. We also,
same. I really don't care for them.
Ribrianne is the worst. I'm sorry. I don't like her. She is weird. We also have the Vegito forms: Super Vegito, Base Vegito, and Blue Vegito. We also have same thing with the Gogeta. We have Super Gogeta, Base Gogeta, and Gogeta Blue.
Do you want me to tell you? Sorry to cut you off, but do you want me to tell you what I'm looking forward to? What I want to see?
Yes.
GT stuff. So Super Saiyan 4, Goku and Vegeta, Omega Shenron, Baby, even Kid Goku, because why not? Because if they can throw in Mr. Satan, sure, Kid Goku, Pan, GT Trunks, maybe. But like mostly Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and then Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Omega Shenron, and maybe even Nova and Ice Shenron. So yeah, and Baby, Super 17, that kind of stuff. That's what they need to show. That's what I'm really waiting for.
Yes. One thing about GT is Super Saiyan 4 Goku's personality. It is so badass. Like his voice.
It's my favorite version of Goku.
It's everyone's favorite version. He's like What's a line that's something he would say?
Oh god.
It's got to be
No,
a
it's been a
badass
while since
line.
I watched GT.
Fucks, it's same. Shit. God. He would probably say something like, "Are you ready to die?" or something like. He would be so like
Hmm.
evil but badass about it. That's one thing. Super Saiyan
He
4.
said he
Yeah.
said something like, I remember the scene where, spoiler alert to those who haven't watched Dragon Ball GT, but the scene where he kills Ice Shenron with like one punch after Ice like remove like complete like scraped his like scratched out his eyes basically, and he went blind, if you remember that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um but he said something like, I might I might be blind in both of my eyes, but I still have like three very sharp senses, or something like that. He was talking about the sense of smell, the sense of taste, and the sense of touch. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty cool when he
Mm,
like one shot Ice Shenron
yeah.
just like that.
And I think,
Um,
and when
yeah,
Vegeta went Super Saiyan 4, it wasn't any different because Vegeta always tries to act like a badass. You know, no matter,
exactly.
no matter, no
For
matter
me,
what
it
he's
was
doing.
so funny because Vegeta's basically the same.
Yeah.
While with Goku, he fully changes. Like, like if you think of a legit like by the book definition of a Saiyan for Goku, then you would think of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Uh, let's see. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is my favorite version of Goku. His Dragon Fist is so unique, Dominic says.
it
Yeah,
is.
it really is. I like that. Wait, can Super Saiyan 3 do Dragon Fist as well? Or, like, is it.
I think Super Saiyan 3 can. It's just like somewhat different to Super Saiyan 4 and other Dragon Fist, if I'm going by memory.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku's Dragon Fist is much cooler.
Yeah. Um, we did get both forms of. We did get both of Jiren, the full power and the base Jiren. Um, we got the Kefla fusion. We got Kale and Caulifla. We did get Kid Gohan. So all they need to do is just show the teenager Gohan left. I think we're done with Vegeta because we did
Hmm.
get. I'm surprised they even brought Grade 2 form Vegeta. I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they also did that with Trunks. So I'm kind of glad they're adding the forms that don't get recognized anymore. Super Saiyan
Hmm.
3 for an example as well. Um, yeah, and we also got Future Gohan in here as well, and we got Majin Buu. Oh, Kid Buu, we don't have him. If they do add an evil Kid Buu or something. And then we got. I also like the. Is it Kid Buu? No, yeah, we got Kid Buu. What's the one that Gohan fought?
Super Boo?
Super Buu, I think it is.
Yeah.
Super Buu, and he kind of takes the form once he kind of eats you. He kind of takes on that appearance, and he's
Hmm.
stronger. I want that one. I think that's my personal favorite because that's where Vegito gets like really cocky, and I like it when Vegito gets cocky because that's Vegeta's
Yeah.
personality. I always thought like Vegito has Vegeta's personality, and then Gogeta has like Goku's personality in a
Yeah.
way.
For sure.
It's
100%.
kind of I kind of like how that portrays that. You got
Hmm.
cocky fusion versus good fusion, so it's like kind of something good. And I also like how they added Gotenks as well, and them in
Hmm.
their separated forms and all of that. We got um Zamasu fused and Goku Black base form and Rose form. We got Frieza Golden Frieza. We got Cell. They still need to add Cell's other forms if they're even bothering to do it. Um,
Listen, if they can make Mr. Satan a fighter, I'm sure I'm sure they could add imperfect and semi-perfect Cell.
yeah. Um,
So that's my logic behind it.
yeah. They also added Bardock, but we need Bardock super form as well, so they're missing that. Uh, I don't know what other I think they're gonna add characters that don't get recognized as much and we don't know of. That's what I think. I think
Hmm.
they added a character, one of Majin Buu's people. What's his name? Bakovic or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what
Yeah,
you mean.
they added him in the game, so I feel like they're gonna add. No, they might. Yeah, Champa is another character we need because if we have Beerus, then we need Champa, and if we have Dispo, we need Champa. So it makes much more sense. And the other angels, and it would be so funny if Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and they add the Xenos.
Oh yeah, imagine that.
Everybody's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna use Zeno. Nah, it's
It'll
not.
get to a point where everyone's gonna have to squint at the character select screen to see which character, because there'll be so many characters taking up the whole screen with the little icons, trying to fit all these characters. So like it'll get difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm very excited for the game, and hopefully, GT characters will get revealed soon.
Yeah,
I feel like that makes sense to add them.
I feel like that would be the next one because I feel like that would be the next one because one of the mobile games for what's it called, Dragon Ball Legends. I play that a lot, and so today they just revealed an Ultra Gogeta, like an Ultra card, but Gogeta. So I'm like, are they gonna do this for Dragon Ball Spark and Zero? So they do this for their mobile games, then we gotta get something GT because everybody's gonna freak out once GT characters get revealed because that's most people's personal favorite besides the Super characters or the Z characters, and stuff like that. Yeah, that's basically it on that part.
Yeah, Arctic asked, what's my favorite saga in DBZ?
Yeah.
I think my personal favorite has to be the Cell Saga. I think that was just excellent from start to finish. From Imperfect Cell to seeing him become Perfect Cell, and then that fight with Gohan and everything. And it was just like the way that ended was just perfect. So yeah, I just absolutely love it. Technically, when Cell was in his imperfect form, that was like kind of during the tail end of the Android saga. But I like to count the whole thing as a Cell saga right when Imperfect Cell gets initially revealed. I just immediately like, okay, this is the Cell saga. So like I love how Imperfect Cell started off as this very, very like creepy and weird, like boogeyman type of stalker character. With some like disturbing scenes, especially like when he drinked up that guy or whatever from Piccolo, like that kind of stuff. To like seeing his transformation from that to Perfect Cell has always just been very fascinating, very cool. With all the like characters, he not only absorbs but like has a bit of like Goku and Trunks and Vegeta and Frieza and that kind of stuff as he absorbs the androids. So it's just cool. It's just very cool. I just really like that saga.
Yeah.
And a close second for me would obviously be the Frieza saga. I really did like the Boo saga, but I feel like the Cell saga and the Frieza saga are better than the Boo saga. Despite the Boo saga having some great moments. So my favorite being Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But yeah. But that's just me. So
I loved GT. At first I loved Super more than all of the other ones, but then I was like, nah, Dragon Ball Z is my favorite because my dad was watching all kind of anime. He was kind of big on anime, before he never came back with the milk.
Hate when that happens.
We totally hate when that happens because it totally doesn't make us a life without our dads, but but he was big on anime. I watched all kind of anime. I watched like Attack on Titan and shit, and I don't watch anime like that. I'm not big on anime, but there was this one anime called Jujutsu Kaisen, and now there's like a bunch.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of stuff like McDonald's did a collab with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I saw that. That's so weird.
Yeah, I know. And you
gotta...
I've
sorry to cut you off. Yeah, I never really been a big anime guy. Like I've always just really enjoyed Dragon Ball. I tried getting into like Naruto and stuff like that. But it's just I couldn't really get into it. I may try watching some other anime, trying to get into it, but I've always just been massive on Dragon Ball for personally.
Yeah,
But
that's understandable. That's all. I was stuck on Dragon Ball and Sonic. That's all I was, and I think I'm still gonna stay stuck on that. But it's kind of like when you do have the time to watch other animes, you start to favor those animes, and you favor that too. And I started favoring Jujutsu Kaisen because you got all these really cool new things, and one of my friends was so big into it, especially One Piece. I'm never gonna watch One Piece. I don't think I'm ever gonna. I'm a fan of One Piece. I love One Piece, but I'm never gonna get into One Piece because of the amount of episodes that they have. If there's less episodes,
very overwhelming. Yeah,
exactly. It's too much to watch, and just watching it and trying to watch it in probably chronological order would just feel underwhelming. So I chose Jujutsu Kaisen, and I watched it in chronological order, and it was actually really fun to watch. I did fall asleep on some of the boring talkative scenes, but once the action was there, I kind of woke up a little bit. Some of the action I did fall asleep with, but that's not me calling the anime boring or whatnot. Anime's not boring.
Yeah, you're just tired.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I've been watching 25 minutes upon 25 minutes of each episode, and man, it was a long project. It took me like almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks to even finish the damn anime because of I kept putting it off because of I really didn't want to. But once I got closer to the end, I felt more motivated to finish it because I wanted to know what happened. It got really interesting. It's just Jujutsu Kaisen is just one of those newer animes on the newer anime spectrum, while you got Dragon Ball, who grew on a lot of people, especially as a child. So
yep, I grew up with Dragon Ball.
And I say Dragon Ball, I don't want to say Dragon Ball is the king of anime, but the most iconic anime of all time. The most iconic, alongside One Piece and probably Naruto. One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Naruto are the big three, if you want to say that. Always been the big three. They tried to throw in Bleach. I don't care much about Bleach. Bleach isn't really all that. But you got the big three right there, and Dragon Ball is like in the front center, because Dragon Ball has inspired transformations in any and everything, even fucking movies. Like, it's insane how Dragon Ball has impacted so many people, and I'm proud to be alive and have watched it growing up as a child and still watching some clips of it till this day, whether it be skits,
Me too.
fan animations.
Yeah.
I'm so proud to still see that,
and
stuff like that. So I'm very proud for Dragon Ball, and I just wish people would appreciate it. Some people don't appreciate it as much as most fans would, and I'm tired of people trying to compare Dragon Ball to Sonic, even though there's one thing we can agree on. They do have some similarities. Super Sonic, Super
Saiyan. Yep,
yeah,
there you go.
7 Chaos Emeralds, the 7 Dragon Balls, Eggman in a goddamn floating vehicle, Frieza in a goddamn floating like, I mean, it's like, what's
there
up?
you go.
So fucking Sonic is Goku, Shadow is Vegeta, fucking Silver is Trunks, and who would Knuckles be? Piccolo.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, possibly.
So there's just so many. You just never know who came first, Dragon Ball or Sonic. Dragon Ball obviously came first. So Sonic is an inspiration. No, Dragon Ball. No, wait. How would I say it? Sonic is an inspiration to Dragon Ball.
Sonic was inspired by
Dragon Ball.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. But yeah, I think that is all of the topics that we have talked about, and yeah, that's basically all all the topics. Now we're gonna move into the final part of the podcast. Now, if everybody this is what I did with Julz, and I'm gonna do this with everybody. I like to do what's called in-character interaction. So it's a little funny thing. Like a little something fun to do to kind of throw away maybe the boredom or whatever from talking a lot. I like to do throw a little something fun in there. We asked the chat. I asked the chat, or you asked the chat. What if King Shadow and Knuckles were to actually meet? What would they say to each other, or what would they argue about? what would they do with each other? Like, you know. So if you guys in the chat are still here, type up like a line that King Shadow would tell Knuckles, or something between King Shadow and Knuckles that would be relatable, and we would be like, oh yeah, that would happen, you know. So if you guys have any, like, we'll give you guys a minute. Okay, we got one. We already got one.
Yeah,
like,
there we go.
dominant.
Knuckles tries to sell King Shadow KnuxCoin.
No, that's so perfect. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Oh my god, we're getting so many. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Knuckles.
You can do improv, right? Immediately.
I'm very good at improv.
Oh, me too. All right, let's just roll fit.
Perfect,
Ready?
bro. Perfect. All right.
I took improv classes.
Damn, for real?
Like, yeah, before I just started voicing Knuckles back in 2018, I took improv classes.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Nope. Yep, I did.
Oh my god, I'm actually a little excited because, like, dang, I've talked to so many people, but like, dang. Okay, all right. So just off the rip, we just like.
Yep.
Whatever comes to. Okay, so you go first, since this is mainly about Knuckles doing it. So you go first.
Mm-hmm. Well, King Shadow, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Knuckles. I've heard so much about you, but I don't know. Simp Shadow was saying some things about you, and I think we've talked about this when you first came in. About how you're really stupid. Is that true?
No, it's not true. I'm smart. I'm very smart. That's why I want to sell you this little thing called KnuxCoin. Look. I'm on the coin. Look at that. You see this?
Oh,
it's pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty cool. So what am I supposed to do with this?
Okay, so basically it's like a cryptocurrency. You hang on to it, and the value only increases. It only keeps going up over time. So right now, this coin is worth about $20 million. So, but get this, I'll sell it to you for only $1,000. So if you pay me $1,000, you'll have a $20 million coin.
There you go.
That was quick.
You realize I'm a king, right? How do you think I bought this castle and take care of this entire kingdom? You see this crown? It was worth about $2 million. And it's made out of real gold.
I thought that was like the Burger King crown. I thought that was fake. I didn't know it was real.
No, don't even. No. Knuckles, you made a big mistake.
I did? What'd I do?
You've done caused war once again.
What? I'm just trying to do business, man!
Knuckles, listen.
No, you listen to me!
No, Knuckles.
What?
Listen, Knuckles, listen.
Okay.
What happened? Okay, so I got picked on for having this crown, but they called me Burger King Shadow. And I was picked on for that by my own friends. So for you to add on to that, they're gonna bring the meme back. That's not good.
Okay. How about this? How about I roast you a different way?
Okay.
That crown looks like you got it from a dollar store because it's made of plastic.
I've already been told that joke before, Knuckles.
Oh.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Well, why don't you just take off the crown?
If I take off the crown, then I just look like Shadow. Well, I am Shadow, but with a crown. But I identify myself as a different being, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. So what if I just buy that crown off you? How much you want for it?
I mean, I have a bunch of other crowns, so you can.
Oh, really? You have more?
No, that doesn't give you the idea to go up in there and steal.
I want to be a king.
No, stop.
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna build a kingdom from the ground up.
No. Listen.
Okay.
People will kill you if there's another king. Besides me and King Sonic, I am the main king. King Sonic's like the helper. But I have made a rule, if there's a third king, the people of in the World Empire Kingdom, this kingdom that you're in, let's just say that they agreed to kill off if there was someone else that tried to impersonate me and King Sonic. That's what these people are gonna think you're doing. So you know what?
Wait.
No, Knuckles. You know what? I lied. I'm just gonna let you go outside. So here you go. Take this.
No. You didn't let me finish my. No. Listen to me. Listen to what I have to say.
Go ahead.
Pick up what I'm about to put down. So, here's what I'm going to do. I came from that portal. Why don't I just take this crown, go back to my universe, and become the king there? Therefore, no wars or anything like that. It'll just be me ruling.
Do you realize that Shadow's going to make fun of you for that, right?
I don't care.
I care.
I'm powerful and rich. He isn't. Shadow's a hobo in my world. He's a nobody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He has nothing.
You sure you want to say that?
Yep. I sure do. He thinks he can do all these things, but he can't. He thinks he can get women and get laid, but he can't. That's why it's called Simp Shadow.
That's not what I heard.
Well, you've been lied to. I don't know who your source is, but they're a liar.
The only thing that I would agree you on is he's never gonna get Rouge.
No, he isn't.
No. I don't see it happening. Never. No,
I've gotten Rouge many times, but she's broken up with me.
That's what you get. That's exactly what you get. And you know what? I'm not even mad. Yeah, I'm not even mad, Knuckles. You should, maybe you should, what's the word? Try to do, better next time, Knuckles. Yeah.
Just do better trying to get Rouge.
Yeah. Maybe, or just ladies in general. Maybe you don't need to go.
Well, ladies in general, that's why she broke up with me. I cheated on her.
Why? I mean, Rouge is good looking. She's got the tits and everything.
Yeah. No, I cheated on her because I can. That's why. Why not?
Knuckles. Oh my God.
What?
You make me mad. You fucking.
Why am I making you so mad?
You're gonna make me mad to the point where I'm just. Anyways.
I'm over here in my universe clapping cheeks. What are you doing besides ruling a kingdom?
Being mature and ruling a kingdom, duh.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take one of these crowns and I'm going to rule my kingdom.
Okay, go ahead, do it.
I'll be surrounded by women.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I've already called all the women in that universe and told them exactly what you were going to do. I already let them know.
How the hell did you do that so quickly?
It's called workarounds, Knuckles, and I can clone myself. You're not even talking to the real me right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're talking to a clone right now. See, the real
Anyways,
is out there.
Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna take this, $10,000 right here, just shove it in my pocket. Yep, yep. You can take your coin, and I will be going back to my world now. I'll be leaving. King Shadow, guess what?
What?
Get scammed, idiot! The coin is worthless!
Damn it!
It's plastic! Just like your crown!
Shit! Damn it.
BK! Have it your way!
Oh, I got scammed.
You rule!
I hate you, Knuckles. I hate you. This is
Whopper.
Don't sit. Stop. Don't bring out the Burger King Shadow. Don't do it. You're egging it on. Please.
That's what she said.
Getting in my...
Where's it going? What the hell are you talking? What are you saying?
I said don't... Fuck, I don't... Just anything I say, you're just gonna go, she said this, she said that.
Okay, alright, no. I'll let you talk before I jump through this portal.
You know what? Jump through the portal. Just go ahead. You know, I'm just gonna watch from afar and just see how many girls are gonna pull with the crown. Just go ahead, do it, go ahead.
Alright, watch this. I have equipped the crown. I have money. I'm gonna jump through the portal. Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ha! Where is all the girls? I don't. Ladies! Oh, hello? Wait,
What's the matter, Knuckles? Can't it get any girls?
No, it's just I have girl repellent on me that I sprayed on me earlier.
Maybe it's because you're wearing that fake crown that's not even real! Ha!
What?
Get scammed!
No! Balls! Shit! Fuck! Ball sacks! This is the worst thing. Screw you! You suck! I'm closing this damn portal. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Fucking you get, bro, they both scammed each other. Damn.
Yeah, that was awesome. The power of improv.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy.
That went so well too. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, this is one I want to do this one. Knuckles and King Shadow realize they have something in common, being woman abusers. I actually don't know nothing about that, so I would need a little education.
So Knuckles doesn't abuse women. He just disrespects them a lot. He thinks he's superior to women, if that makes sense.
Like the alpha male or some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
He wants women, but he thinks he's better than all women. So, there's a big difference to abusing them.
Oh, okay. Okay, it is. Oh, okay, so, so Knuckles, I heard you were a woman abuser, is that true?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Huh. I swore someone told me you were.
Nope. What I do? Sure. Do I disrespect women? Yes. Do I physically assault them? No.
Same goes for me, I guess. Well, I guess we have something in common. Well, not entirely, because I actually have a little bit more respect for women, only because my mom is around and she's been raising me right lately. And before my mom was around. And no, you're not meeting my mom.
Can I meet your mom, please?
No, you're not fucking meeting my
mom. I really want to meet your
King
mom.
Sonic has already tried to hit on her. Knowing you, I can't stress it enough. I can't do it.
Listen, there's going to be no beating around the bush. I'm going to do your mom.
You're not doing my fucking mom.
I'm going to be your daddy.
You're not being my... Whoa. No, you're fucking not being my daddy. Oh, no.
No, not like that. Not like that. No, like father. Like an actual father.
No, I definitely knew that. I just found it weird that...
No. Rouge used to call me dad. Yeah, no, not like...
Yeah, you're so hooked up on Rouge still, aren't you? You know...
Listen, I love many women. No. Let's talk about the women I love. I love Rouge. I love Sonica.
Cap.
I love Shadina.
True.
I love Amy. Sometimes. It depends how she is.
Wait, hold up. Sorry to interrupt you. You said Sonica and Shadina, right?
Yeah.
Just give me a moment. I need to,
Listen!
Headphone. I know the hell you're not!
Shut up, no,
Oh, hell nah.
You don't raise your voice at me like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no.
You got it. Fair enough. But we gotta talk about... I think I deserve Rouge. I personally think I do.
What have you done that's so special?
I'm a fucking king. Oh my god. I'm a king.
Really?
I am more mature. I have respect for women. You know, Rouge has specifically stated she wants a man. A big, sexy man.
I am a big, sexy man,
No, not you, Knuckles. I'm referring to me, Knuckles. Just
you, big and sexy? Really? The crown makes you look like you're 4 foot with only with 3 additional feet. So just when you take off that crown, you're just pathetic.
Ouch. You know, I'm not even...
You're only hurting because you know it's true. You know that I'm superior to you. You're just scared.
No.
You're a scared king.
So
quote-unquote king.
So if I punch you right now, you think you'd be superior to the punch, right?
Yep. I train every day. Punch me. Go for it.
Okay. I didn't even punch you yet. What are you doing?
What just happened to your voice? Sorry, I just choked on a bug.
No.
You gotta keep your castle clean.
No, that was my voice mod. That was for the sound effects. Okay. All right. So you really want me to punch you?
Yeah, not the face though, the gut.
The gut.
Right,
like,
the gut.
How hard? I can go however hard I want.
All your might. All your might.
You sure about that?
Yep. I'm basically a god in my world, so I can take it.
Oh my God. We got another God believer. All right.
No, wait, God? God? No, I said I'm a god.
All right, here you go. You good? You all right? You all right? You good? You spit a little bit there.
Shadow, I need you to take me to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital.
You do this every time, even Shadow punches you. God damn.
Fuck, that hurt. Fuck.
God damn. Let me give you some goddamn chaos power so you can.
Oh,
God, here you go. Fuck. Jesus.
Oh, please, give me.
Here. It's been given to you. Jesus Christ.
oh. See, I told you I could take it. I'm still standing right
You
here.
realize I gave you even more power than before, right? So you should. Be
Yeah,
more
I'm
strong.
glowing. Look at that. Holy hell.
So you think you're glowing with green aura, but yeah, you're glowing with green aura.
Yep.
That's a little strange, because nobody else has had that.
I feel good right now.
Okay, Knuckles. Whatever you do, just don't go crazy. Okay, look.
Go crazy? I would never go crazy.
He's a. I think he's turning into Pennywise, guys. I don't think that's Knuckles.
What's a Pennywise?
I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Pennywise, where the fuck did you come from? Knuckles, see, Knuckles, this is why Knuckles, I don't know. My Knuckles is better. But see, when you come around,
What are you
you're always
what do you mean
inviting
this is better?
unwanted guests. Like,
I am the best that there is. I'm the best, Knuckles.
are you the best?
Yeah, I am the best.
Okay, you might be more powerful than me, I admit it, but I'm still the best.
You realize that? Do you realize, Knuckles, that, let's see, I fought a fusion being without needing the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Do you realize that? That's how powerful I am.
Do you realize I fought my therapist? No, I don't think so. So that just shows how powerful I am. I don't care who you fight or who you fought. And I don't care that you're a king. I'm still better than you. Quote unquote King Shadow. You don't know how it's like in my universe. We don't play games.
Oh really? Y'all don't
Are you
play
mocking
games?
me?
I bet
Are you mocking me?
I bet if I wipe I could technically wipe your entire universe if I wanted to, but I'm very
I
limited.
thought you were about to say I could technically wipe your ass. I was about to say.
Oh no!
Listen, it looks like I'm the king now.
I mean,
I don't want you touching my crack.
Do you want Daddy to wipe your?
No, don't talk to me like that.
I'm sorry, Knuckles. I get a little.
You better be sorry.
What the fuck?
Anyways, I'm gonna do your mom.
No, you're fucking
Very
not.
soon.
No, you're not. No, no.
Yes,
not
I
even,
am.
Not even very soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Sonic a call. My Sonic, not yours,
because
and he's gonna record me doing your mom.
Guys, you guys are doing porn. Okay.
What?
You see, Knuckles. See, Shadow was right about you. Yeah, Shadow was right. If Shadow was here right now, I bet you wouldn't.
What the hell did Shadow say? What did he say?
Do I really? I mean, do I really?
Yes, you tell me right now. What did he say?
Are
He makes up a bunch of
you
lies.
sure you're ready?
Yes.
Are you sure? I think Julz said it sounded like.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure.
Wait. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to find.
What?
No receipts. It's fake. There's no receipts.
Let's just
You know,
say.
no,
I'm
that's
thinking.
a medical records check, bro.
Listen. Let's just say, I become the doctor.
What do you mean? Tell me right now. I'm about to leave. I'm about to go.
Okay, listen.
Yeah. Okay, what?
He said that one rouge is for him. So I was like, okay, that's not really nothing.
Yeah,
But
that's nothing because she's for me.
He always says that.
Yeah.
But the next thing he said was hold on, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Yeah, just give me a little.
I love how you're definitely looking back in the live stream to see exactly what he said. You would think kings would remember what peasants say
okay,
to them.
listen, I'm a little old, but you know what he
Me
said?
too. How old are you?
He said,
how old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm the same age as every shadow that ever exists, 50, and I never grow older.
Damn it, I'm 47. Okay, you got me.
You fucking old grandpa.
I know, I'm the oldest Knuckles in of all the universes.
You're
throughout
fucking
the multiverse.
old. Yeah, you're fucking
Yeah,
old, dude.
yeah.
You know what you need to do? You need to get
What?
you need to get a life. That's what you need to do, Knuckles.
What do you think the freaking business Nux & Co is for?
That
Sell
is a
KnuxCoin.
scam business. You fucking
It's
scam
still
me.
alive! You just sit your lazy ass on your throne all day! What do you do?
Actually, no, I fucking don't. I actually go on adventures to save the fucking world. Clearly,
Yeah,
that's
me
not sitting
too.
on my ass.
Me too. Me too.
Really? What do you do besides
Yeah.
saving the world? What do you do besides saving the world on your off time? What do you do? What do you really do?
I just sit on my ass and play Minecraft.
Fuck exactly. Looks like we both have something in common. We both. Wait a second. You play fucking Minecraft?
I love Minecraft. It's so good, man.
You know what?
Java edition.
You know what? That's something we can agree on. But I accept I play it with mods to make it look better.
Oh, me too. No, I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Modded Java Minecraft is great. Forge is my favorite. Forge mod loader.
Oh yes. We got another one. Shadow tell Knuckles about your wife. Okay, so I have this wife, this queen. Her name is Queen Surge the Tin Ring.
Oh my goodness. She sounds great.
You disgusting little fuck. I can't believe.
Bitch, you better not be talking to me like that.
I'm talking to you like that, Knuckles the Echidna. Yeah, I said your name wrong.
How dare you say my name wrong?
Yeah. You want to?
You're hurting my feelings now, you idiot.
I'm hurting your fucking feelings. You fucking.
You're making me cry
Get
now,
over
you
it.
asshole.
Get over it.
No, you don't touch me like that. Anyways, no, yeah, never. Tell me about your woman.
My woman, yes, my lovely queenly wife. We actually have a child together, actually. So she's amazing. She's a little electric, so you piss her off, she'll shock your ass.
I'm into that.
You're into that?
I love being shocked.
I'm not. You're kind of creepy.
Hey, you want to swap wives?
Who's your wife?
Nora.
Who the fuck is Nora?
She's a female version of me.
You date your females? Oh.
Yes, listen, the echidna race is practically toast. If I have to clap cheeks,
The fuck
I'll
is
clap
this?
the female version of my my cheeks.
Sweet Home Alabama Knuckles edition?
What does female version? You don't understand. I don't.
Female version. It is basically you.
It's me.
I know, but you.
But it's
weird.
not.
That's what? Oh my god, yo.
It'll be one thing if it was an actual family member. She's not a family member because she's a female version of me.
So what are you trying to say? She's a step girl, a stepsister? You know, that weird shit.
No,
Okay,
literally female me.
You know what? I'm gonna have to travel to the female alternate universe and just wipe all of their existence. I'm just gonna have to do it.
No! Where am I going to get my pee-pee wet? Ah!
You're never gonna get your fucking pee-pee wet. You don't need it wet. Right now,
I'm-
don't
I want my
say that in
goddamn
front.
penis.
Don't say that. Don't say that in front.
Don't say
of
what?
The child.
Okay.
The fucking child sleeping right there. Shush. Talking about your fucking
okay.
penis.
No, I know. I feel bad now.
No
I
one
didn't
doesn't
see
want
the
to
kid
see your
sleeping.
fucking small 1-inch
Yeah.
red penis. No one doesn't care.
1 inch?
No,
Yo,
1
mine's
inch
at
is
least
just a
6
centimeter.
inches.
6
Yours is a...
My shit's 8.
Oh my god.
8. That's just massive.
8 centimeters. I'm sorry to hear that,
8.
man. Mine's 8 inches, actually.
No.
I just checked. I looked down. I can tell.
Damn. I last time I checked, our shits aren't in the front. Like, we're naked character. Well, I mean, I wear clothes.
All right, enough comparing dick sizes.
It's so fucking weird.
I'm gonna leave. I'm out. I'm gonna leave through the portal.
Go ahead. Go ahead. And
Me and
also,
my no woman having ass. I'm out of here.
yeah, you go try to find bitches and see. Yeah, just.
Yeah, I'm cheating on Nora. Don't tell her.
Oh, I'm gonna tell her.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell her.
Let's go.
I'm not. For your sake, I'm not gonna tell her. I promise.
See, listen, you're a cool guy. You're a cool guy.
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know that you're a cool guy.
Also, who the fuck is that? Ugandan Knuckles?
Hello, my brother.
Oh hell nah. We're not doing this again.
No, yeah,
Get
fuck
out!
that shit.
Get
No.
out! Get the
Yeah,
fuck!
die!
No,
Die, you idiot!
No,
Kill it!
hold on, no, wait. Get out! Get the
Why you
fuck
so mad, my
out!
brother? No, we need good harvest for Uganda.
What?
No,
What
kill
does he?
him.
What does he mean by that? I'm scared.
I don't know. Shoot him. Do you have guns here in the kingdom? Like a revolver? I don't know what you just said, but yes, kill him. Yeah, get him. Yeah, he's dead now. Okay. All right, I think we should wrap up. We've been at this for like 4 hours.
Jesus Christ, dang, that's
Yeah.
longer than the other one. Oh my god. Okay.
Much longer.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, that was fun.
That was really fun. We did a little in character stuff like that. But to end the stream, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you chaos blast the subscribe button and chaos spear that like button. And hopefully in the next podcast, if we can't get either Cisco or Speedy Blue or Movie Sonic in the next 3, because I'm trying to get all the popular Sonic Tubers out the way. Your boy's going on an Avengers mission to collect all of them, and then after that, we'll get to the friend stuff. But if none of those ever happen, we will do the podcast with my friends instead, and probably those. Yeah, we'll just do those. It was really nice having you, Ganvious. It was really nice having you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and
I really enjoyed my time here.
Yeah, same here. So is there anything you want to tell the chat? Anything you want to tell the chat before we sign out?
Yeah, so by all means, check out my YouTube channel at Ganvious. That's what I'm up to nowadays with the gaming content. Trying to work on the schedule right now. So I can be consistent with the quality of the videos and everything like that, and so you guys both get quality and quantity. I do a little bit of streaming on Twitch, also at Ganvious. All my socials is at Ganvious, is all the same. So Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, all at Ganvious. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys being here. And some of you guys actually stayed the whole time, which is crazy. So thank you guys so much. Mm-hmm. And hopefully you guys learned a little something about me, if you didn't know already much of me. So I was happy that I was able to express myself here on the podcast and have a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed this. So that's about it for me.
Yeah. So once again, we'll try to get the others onto the podcast if they do hear about it. And yeah, so again, I will try my best with getting content out. It's either the next video that I might release is probably my Fallen Crown arc teaser, little audio drama right there. After that, I have to kind of. I'm probably gonna not. It depends. I might just do reaction videos because once August hits is when I'm starting my my Minecraft series. So I can't wait to start on that. And obviously I'll do a stream where I'll do like a regular chill stream while I unbox my new laptop and stuff like that. And don't worry, guys, I'll get that out because I like to do a couple little unboxing streams or whatnot. And as well as for the Minecraft series, I really hope you guys do enjoy that as well because it's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll possibly do I'll possibly find what type of collabs or who I want to collab with. Just as of now, it would be best to kind of, you know, if you know, certain people want to collab with me, it's a pretty big deal for me. So kind of got to get to know you first before we even do so. And the same thing will go with Julz, Ganvious, and anybody else that I get the podcast out the way with for future video collaborations. Give it a little while before we, you know, actually do something, which I think would be really fun. And don't worry, he will also still be doing his content as well, his playthroughs with trying to beat all the Metroid games, which I'm actually looking forward to.
Me too. I'm very
excited. And also when later on in the year when Mario and Luigi Brothership comes out.
Yeah. That'll be pretty cool. Yeah.
So
check that out.
He has a lot in store for you guys. And I hope you really watch his videos. And I hope you guys check out my stuff as well for those that are coming from his channel as well. And I really appreciate everybody that is here. So thank you guys for watching. And as I'm going to say, my old outro, as I used to, as King Shout, I'm going to be like, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. And I'll see all of you in the next reaction video. Not reaction video, but the next live stream. In the next live stream, peace out, Chaos Swiss Roll.